888-477. I'm Brian Black with your report.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Listen, if you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday season, you have to check out Lenovo.com first. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 53% off. So go directly to the source and save big. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Ashley Griffin on November 15th and November 16th. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Lose weight the easy way with interest-free financing at Red Mountain Weight Loss.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From Hurricane Sara, go away, to Trump and Biden's awkward White House meeting, and how a kayaker faked his own death, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, see what's happening. And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. As always, go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your messages rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday? Good. Here we are. We got Fritz in the street coming up later on today. Excited for that. All right. The showdown is on. I'm going to get 1,000 points today in Fritz on the street.
Well, I was unaware that was possible.
It's not, actually, but I'm trying to build myself up here a little bit and see if I can get back in the game, which I probably, statistically speaking, cannot. But we'll try regardless.
The spirit is there, Sean.
I hope so. I hope at least that much is there. We got to talk about potentially another hurricane headed for the United States of America. I'm pissed off about this. I wanted hurricane season to be over. I'm over all this crap, but we have to be real, and we have to see what the experts are saying is going to happen. Does anybody know who has the controls for the hurricane machine now?
I thought it was the Democrats.
Okay, they still have it. Do they hand that over to the Republicans in January?
Can you look that up for us, please?
I don't know how it works.
Let me ask ChatGPT again.
Who's got the controls? Last time I heard it was the Democrats, and they were swerving them storms into the United States.
Right.
And now, because Trump won, maybe he has it. Whoever has the controls, can you please, I beg of you, spare us, okay? Just let us fade into the winter here nicely and calmly. No more hurricanes, no more nonsense.
Come on.
No more power outages. No more nothing, please.
Don't you love it?
No, I don't. I do not. But we're going to see what's happening. We got all the latest, everything you can expect from this Invest 99L. What's happening with it? We'll find out in a moment. First, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to CNN.
Ooh, yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but in the state of Florida, one of the senators, Marco Rubio, used to be called Lil Marco, but now I guess good with the Trump folks, and he's back on Senator Marco Rubio territory. He's going to be headed toward the White House for one of the important gigs, and because of that, that means he's going to leave his Senate job, which is a pretty cush gig, right? So you leave the Senate job to go work for the White House because you think that's going to be bigger for you in the long run. But then what happens when somebody leaves their Senate job? Well, the governor has to appoint a replacement senator for that position. And there's a lot of talk about who's going to be that replacement for Marco Rubio. Who's going to replace Lil Marco? Let's go to CNN and see what they say.
All right.
If Marco Rubio does, in fact, become Secretary of State, we're going to need a new senator from the state of Florida. And we need someone with Rubio's national security credentials. Now, there's one Floridian who can do it. He stood up to the Russians and the Iranians in the 1980s when he defeated the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, two of America's most lethal foes. He is a real American. He fights for the rights of every man. He knows that
Hulk
courage
Hogan
is the thing that keeps us free. Ladies and gentlemen, I announce Ron DeSantis, get on it. Hulk Hogan for U.S. Senate.
Okay, here he goes. He opens his suit coat with a Hulkamania shirt on underneath, and he wants Hulk Hogan for the U.S. Senate seat. Whether or not Hulk Hogan's interested, I do not know.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak for the Hulkmeister, but he has never, ever mentioned anything about wanting to be in Senate or Congress or anything political, despite that rally appearance.
No, he campaigned for Trump. He was at the Madison Square Garden rally.
He did that weird couldn't take off his shirt in time thing.
He was at the RNC as well. So he was at those high-profile events. But that doesn't mean that he wants to run for or just become senator. Now, he might. He is a Floridian, right? As far as I know, Hulk Hogan is a Floridian.
He's a real American. I know that for sure.
He is a real American. And he knows that. Oh, my God. Could you imagine if we had, like, Undertaker and Hulk Hogan in the United States Senate and we go full wrestling?
2024, I can't imagine it.
I can imagine anything these days. It could happen. And I don't know the guy personally. I don't know much about his politics, really, or what he would be into.
I did goose him once, but I didn't get any sort of political vibe from that.
My limited experience meeting him, I think a couple of times, he seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, he was super nice.
Especially for how famous he is. This guy, you can't overstate in the 1980s and the 1990s when I was a young boy growing up how famous Hulk Hogan was.
You know what was crazy to me was that I couldn't tell. I don't know enough about wrestling that I didn't get some of the run-up to until he said he's a real American and he fights for what's right and he was doing the lyrics to the song. He said something about defeating some Russian and doing that, and those were obviously, now that I look at them, wrestling references that some of the other people in that room got. They started laughing, and I was like, why are they laughing at this guy? Oh, they knew about wrestling more than me.
Yeah, I was never that attached to it, but you didn't have to be super attached to know Hulk Hogan and to know what a big character he was. And now, could he be trying to position for some sort of political office? Could it be Hulkamania running wild through the Senate as a Florida senator? What do you think? Would you be into this? Would you be against this? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit a dispatch recording right now. You can do video or audio. Fire it off our way. And hopefully we don't get wiped out by whatever this storm is going to do. Sarah. It's going to be Sarah if it's a hurricane. And I'm hearing, like, really... I don't like it. I don't like the things I'm hearing. I'm hearing Category 5. Don't like that very much. Hearing hurricane. Hearing could slam the state of Florida or the United States or the Gulf Coast or I don't like it.
It's just not the season for it.
I'm done.
I get those memory notifications on Facebook and Snapchat, and it's like 5 years ago today. You were in 27-degree weather and saying, oh, Florida is cold, and we do have frost on our windows. This is the complete opposite.
No, it's beautiful out there now, actually, I think.
Great, the wind's whipping up, but it's certainly no winter time. You can't put up a Christmas decoration if you have to take it down in 2 days because a hurricane's coming.
No, that's not fun. And we still got people in my neighborhood who have debris out from the last hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
Still
Everywhere.
People with piles of stuff. I don't think they know what they're doing. I don't think those people know what they're doing. Because the people who put out that debris, because otherwise I feel like it would have been picked up if it was properly placed by the curb.
That's not it. They
don't think so?
No, they haven't come to do the major pickup yet.
Really? All this time after the hurricane? My God. I would have thought they really should speed run this nonsense if they're going to do it before a potential another storm comes through.
Typically, once a week, you would have yard waste day, right? Mm-hmm. But they only have so much room in the truck. You know, that's why your garbage can is only so big, because they only have so much room in the truck to pick up for every house on the route until they have to go dump it, right?
My garbage can is big, though.
Well,
big and mighty.
So is mine, but my neighbor has, like, multiple bags of debris from Hurricane Milton. Like
still out on the road?
Oh, yeah, all my neighbors' stuff is still out on the road, but the one neighbor on the corner where I live, he has got a shload of it, and it's not moving.
Courtney says when she walks through the neighborhood, she goes, this is because these are not properly placed out by the curb. She's like a rule person. She's very much into the rules.
Yeah, but that, like, the waste, as far as yard goes, there is a proper placement, but this is hurricane stuff where it's where I believe the rules were a little changed. It was
our stuff is gone, though. In her defense, whatever we had, gone out of here. They got it out of here.
How much did you have?
A couple stacks of stuff out there by the road. They gobbled it up.
Did you put it inside the bin?
How dare you even suggest that, Christopher Dolores Lane, that I would do that I would put my debris in a trash can or a recycle bin to try to stealth it onto one of those trucks? How dare you suggest that I
You
definitely
absolutely
did that.
The level of defensiveness
did
is
that.
wild.
Yes.
Maybe not. I can't tell you. I don't know. Let's go to Fox 35. Our friends over there are keeping an eye on what's happening with this storm. It could be Hurricane Sara. Please, God, fingers crossed, knock on all of the woods. Please do not do this to us.
All right, we have a high chance of tropical development in the Caribbean. I do think we will see Sara.
No!
This is the tropical wave. It's really starting to fire up some thunderstorms. It's slowly drifting to the west.
I don't like any of those potential outcomes right there. The red, the pink, the yellow, the blue lines, all going across the state of Florida. For those of you in Rochester, we're coming your way, all right? If this thing comes anywhere near us, we're flying up there, we're hanging out, we're getting away from this stupid
Yeah,
thing.
if you could just reach out and say which of your houses would accommodate the three of us. Separate rooms, separate beds, and then the entire studio with all the high-speed internet needs.
We could even do with individual houses, I would think.
I don't think it's too much of an ask. But
No, I would hope not, folks. Just open your doors for us,
Got
okay?
a lot of
Because
land up there.
I don't like this at all. You're
got a lot of land.
I don't know, Jules. All of these tracks for Sara look real rough.
Latest global computer models. We are going to get the first edition of the tropical spaghetti some point this evening. So we'll show them to you as soon as we get them, but it might not be till the 10 o'clock news tonight that we can fully show them to you until we get them all in. But here's all the models today. The takeaway here is that they all end up somewhere at or near the Florida Peninsula next week. Now, the intensity of which they would end up here is very disputed. You see the Euro AI models up here, Canadian models along the
over Central Florida,
the GFS models from like Fort Myers to West Palm-ish. Then the traditional Euro is across the Keys over Miami-Dade next.
All of those suck.
They're like, let's everyone grab a piece of Florida, and we'll send that out to the rest of the world.
Can we not do this? We need a mystery headwinds to take this sucker and blow it out. And I don't even want to hit any other places with it. I don't want to hit like an island with it or anything. I just want it just to go out into the water and just dissipate, please, for God's sake. And stop on chat. Stop blaming me for this.
That was so
I'm not
long
responsible.
ago.
I am not responsible for any kind of hurricanes that develop. And I don't have the reins on the hurricane machine. Otherwise, I would do something about this. I'd steer Sara somewhere else.
And they're not talking about it right in this report, but a lot of the models at one point when I was looking had it making almost the same track as Milton, where it went over the Yucatan Peninsula and like hit Cancun. You know, they've probably had enough of this as well. You know?
Yeah, those Yucatan people really get whacked. And nobody really seems to care. I don't know. It seems rude. The Yucatan Peninsula people.
No one follows up with them. They're like, don't worry, guys. Just going to hit those folks again.
Last we know, there was a hurricane with a whole bunch of lightning bolts going through there. We go, wow, look how crazy this is. All right. See you later, Yucatan folks.
I didn't follow up with actual Yucatan folks, but I did run into some people at the airport who had just come from Cancun. And I was like,
good time.
How was it? Like, they just got smacked. They got spanked. I thought that was back when Milton was a Category 5 Hurricane 5.
Look, all of these categories, whatever you want to call it, if it has hurricane in it, I don't want it. I don't want that happening. Even tropical storm, I don't want that. Florida Scratcher on YouTube says, awesome. And FEMA isn't going to help after, they said. Oh, you better watch out with those Trump signs.
Yeah, take out your Trump signs.
Who knows? I don't know if FEMA's got that all squared away or if they're still saying leave these houses alone after Sara potentially goes through. Let's learn more.
Next week. So Sarah's the next theme up, then Tony. There's two scenarios. We've unfortunately eliminated the go this way and impact none of the United States scenario. It's pretty clear to us that there's two distinct scenarios. Scenario one, the system forms, stays over water, and gets quite strong, possibly a major or more high-end hurricane, splits the gap between Cozumel, Cancun, and Cuba, then impacts central to South Florida, possibly as a major system, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Scenario two...
What Scenario 1 and Scenario 2 are not very different, sir. This is Scenario 2 right here.
He's got the time to fill. Give him.
Watch. Scenario 2 is Orlando, maybe the Panhandle-ish. This is Scenario 1. There's not a lot of a lot of daylight between these two scenarios.
No. Look at the color. Scenario 1 is red, and Scenario 2 is yellow.
Yeah, that's the only difference, I think.
The reason for that being is that in Scenario 1, it will avoid land masses and just become more powerful in the ocean. And in Scenario 2, it actually hits the Yucatan Peninsula and weakens a bit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, Yucatan. What, can he give us a Hail Mary option? Something like...
I thought the Hail Mary option was that the cold front comes down and pushes this thing out to the Atlantic. And then we don't have to worry about it. That was the Hail Mary, I think.
They feel so... feel helpless right now.
Yeah.
Feel helpless about this. Eddie on
tends
YouTube
to do that.
says, was the FEMA issue confirmed? Effed up if it's true, says Eddie. Yeah, that looks to be a true story.
Somebody already lost their job over it.
And then the woman did an interview afterwards, and I don't know what to believe, but she seemed to be saying, like, this wasn't even an isolated thing. They're just letting me be on the chopping block here, and I'm taking the strays. But this was a further baked-in thing where they said stay away from houses with Trump signs and stuff when they were giving out FEMA aid or talking about the FEMA aid. So that's bad to have out there. You should probably get ahead of that, especially if there's another storm headed to the country.
Well, if you're willing to make a statement like that, then might as well give the receipts, right?
What receipts? The lady?
Yeah. If she's like, this is far beyond me, then where are you getting that information from?
Well, they already had a lot of receipts on this. They already had
For hers, though.
Yeah,
right?
they already had like the form, like this digital form that they had that said reason why you didn't visit, and it said no one home, no one available, and then it said Trump signs present on the form
wait,
itself.
that wasn't even an other that you could write in? That was one of the things you checked?
No, it was legitimately a thing on the form. It is terrible. It was really, really stupid. For all these Republicans who have a lot of bad feelings about FEMA already, it only makes things worse. And now we got this. They should be getting out and doing a press conference and saying this is not something that's going to happen anymore. This will never happen again. And they should really, truly jump ahead of this. But the storm seems to be coming our way.
As evidenced by the AI Euro model, takes the center over Honduras, Belize, Mexico. Keeps it a little weaker than as that cold front comes in from the west. It's going to have to turn northeast at some point next week. Swings a little bit further north on the peninsula, albeit weaker, but the center would maybe come even north of Orlando in that scenario Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So
God almighty, man.
That's the best case for us. Scenario 2.
Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
It's your birthday.
That's the day before Thanksgiving, isn't it?
No,
it's not there. Okay, it would be the week before Thanksgiving. Okay, because we got 2 weeks still. Thank God. So at least it won't mess up that. But it still could throw things to the side. Kelly says on YouTube, good thing nobody cares about Thanksgiving anymore. I do. Everybody in my neighborhood is full Christmas. I've never seen it like this before. It's unbelievable.
everywhere is full Christmas.
Yeah, it's really
turkey anywhere.
I don't think I've ever seen people go this hard, this fast for Christmas. And maybe it's stress levels, maybe it's the election, maybe it's stupid stuff like this damn Hurricane Sara potentially that's headed our way. All of it looks like it sucks. And we're just going to keep an eye on it. We'll keep you informed on everything you need to know, as always. That's why you keep listening to the show. Okay, what else do we do here? All right, we're going to take a quick break in just a moment. I know right now, former President Trump is meeting with President Biden at the White House, which is going to be awkward. It's weird for a couple of reasons. This is Trump. Plane flying in. Trump Force One, I think, is what they call his plane, don't they?
Yeah.
Trump Force One flying in. And he's in Washington, D.C. He's headed over to the White House. Now, strangely enough, this is awkward because when Biden won the last election, though Trump probably wouldn't agree with that, the phrasing, when Biden won the last election, Trump didn't invite him to the White House.
Right.
And now Biden is inviting Trump back to the White House, and they do this kind of like peaceful transfer of power thing as it should be done. But when I look at this, I go, do we even need to do this? The guy has already been in the White House before. What are you showing him? I mean, I guess he needs like intel briefings and whatnot, but you don't need to show him where the Oval Office is, for God's sake. He knows where all of those things are. I don't know what they do here, but Cameras will be there, so we'll see what's happening with that as we have this awkward meeting. And I don't know if Kamala Harris will be there or not.
Oh, that's a good point, too.
That could be weird.
What do you think is the nicer plane, Trump Force One or Air Force One?
I think it's Air Force One, but I'm not positive.
I mean, Trump
It could
definitely
be crusty, though. Isn't the White House a little crusty? Like, hasn't been updated?
There are people who have said that there's some parts of it that are a little dingier. I don't know. I've never been there. I've never been inside the White House.
It's gone through so many renovations over the years. I mean, it has to. But I would think that Trump has the means to make a nicer plane. But you would just have to think about, like, oh, well, I guess Air Force One has the midair refueling. And
I thought they just did that. I literally thought they just look up Air Force One, I don't know, rebuild or something. I thought during Trump's first presidency, they did that because he was like, it's a piece of junk. And he didn't like Air Force One. And they said, let's spruce this thing up a little bit. And they made it better. And now it's a bit more impressive. But I could be wrong on the timeline there. I don't know when it was last spruced up. I'm sure it's plenty fine. I'm sure all of us would like to fly in it very, very much. But we'll see. Let me know if you find anything on that. So we got our eyes on Invest 99L, a.k.a. potentially Hurricane Sara. We're watching what's happening over at the White House and the awkwardness that could happen there. We got some fun stuff, some funny stuff, and some weird things to get to throughout the show today. Michael Strahan freaking out yesterday. A reporter shows up at his house because reporters are annoying. And the reporter is bothering him about this national anthem controversy. And what do you got to say about this? What do you got to say?
Just one reporter?
Well, there was one in particular that he exploded at that worked for the Daily Mail. I think I got the audio of it. And he was not happy. He was not happy. And then he finally has made some comments talking about all of this nonsense. So we'll get into those. We got to get into this guy who disappeared, who faked his own death. How do you pull that off? And what are the freakiest stories of 2024? I'll give you more details and tease in the next segment, but this one is wild. Don't miss it. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Checking in on some of the major roadways here. Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 in the Champions Gate area. Slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. There's a serious accident on Orlando Avenue northbound between Maitland Boulevard and O'Brien Road. Keep in mind, move over and slow down if you see police activity on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
2025s are here. It's the Model Year End event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Check out the bold and colorful new 2025 Kicks or used cars from $8,968. And your credit problems are no problem at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home with a lifetime warranty. Plus tax and fees with approved credit.
Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any Fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to tell me the name of a country without the letter A in its name. You know it? Text your answer to 96551 and you will get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name and go on a 5-day cruise. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to tell me a country without the letter A in its name and get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals included, plus 4 days in Orlando for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. This is not a contest. It is a paid advertising by Guarantee Media with the purpose of soliciting sales on vacation ownership and not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Some terms and conditions apply.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
If a Lenovo computer is on your holiday list, make sure Lenovo.com is your first stop. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want, like the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 53% off. Score unbeatable holiday savings at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio. 104.1.
riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Big ups to Japum Case 78, I think. Gen Case 78. The latest Secret Show subscriber. Time for some more toner in the printer once more. I know it happens all the time, but thank you to you for unlocking Secret Shows over at thenewsjunkie.com. We got some dispatches to get into, which we'll do here in just a moment. I cannot believe this story is still dragging along. It seems pretty open and shut to me, but here we are regardless. There's a lot of people talking about this Michael Strahan thing, and I hope the rest of this, what we have for you today, puts this story to bed. Real quick, Trump and Biden did meet at the White House. I have a little bit of the two of them back and forth.
Elect and former president.
Thank you. Handshake.
Congratulations. Thank you. And
congratulations.
Look forward to having, like we said, a smooth transition.
What if they kissed just now? Wouldn't that be so weird?
That'd be wild.
We're going to get a chance to talk close on that.
The roaring fire also.
Is that real? It looks real. There's a fireplace in the background, folks. I guess it's cold in Washington, D.C.
It looks real and it's loud.
Do we not have central heat in the White House?
We've got a situation here where the fire may be louder than Biden, who's talking.
Thank you very much. And
or Trump.
Politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much.
Also, Trump's butt looks popping right now.
Smooth as it can be.
He's got a donk.
I very much appreciate that.
You're welcome. That room must be so warm. I'm telling you, this is
right?
like.
As far as like that raging fire, I imagine that they can feel it, like significant heat on their back right now. I'm sorry.
I would think so. Yeah. If you're that close to a fire raging like that, I went into somebody's house last winter.
Did you break in?
No, I was allowed in through the front door. And they had a fire going. And just being in the same room with a little teeny fire, just tiny little tiny flame going, it was hot as hell.
Oh, yeah.
And I said,
I'm telling you right now, that
this?
is significant. I know my fires.
It's roasting. It's absolutely toasting those two guys as they get ready to, show each other around. He's going to show President Trump around the White House that he's already been in before.
This is your new room.
I wonder if he'll be like, look what I've done with the place. I've changed this and this. And
now, do you think that they took out the Diet Coke button or did they just replace what the button brings?
I would hope
to reprogram
that it's just the turbo button for the Oval Office, and whatever your thing is, that's what the button is for. So if you want it to be for your assistant, if you want it to be for a Diet Coke, if you're a weirdo Matt Lauer, you want to lock the doors with it. That's a choice. Lots of different things you could do with it, but I hope that each person does something different.
I wish that a tradition would be that the president who is leaving office does a prank on the new president.
Oh, they've done that. Yeah, they've done that before.
Okay,
famously, the Clinton campaign, a lot of the staffers that were leaving because George W. Bush was incoming, they ripped all the W's out of the keyboards in the offices and they hit them on top of the door panes.
Yeah. Allegedly, that's what happened. They would prank each other on the way out.
So you can do a full glitter bomb with the button now? Or maybe just
I don't know if you'd want to call it a bomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glitter surprise.
Yeah, that's better. That's more palatable for the White House, I think. Or just you hit the button and one of those little baggies of cocaine pops up somewhere around the White House.
Could you imagine if President Biden had commissioned Mark Rober to make a glitter device, and Mark Rober shows up, he's like, I'm here with the glitter bomb that Biden ordered, and then guns drawn. Whoa, stop, hit the ground.
If he got it inside and you see on the 7 cameras in there, Trump's poking at it in the Oval Office, this would be a viral video. This would be very, very viral, I think. Okay, Michael Strahan, this is the photo that started it all. I can't even be an American after seeing this photo. Look, it's the national anthem, and his hand is not over his heart. He must hate America. Now, what if we saw the most American? in the world. They had fought in multiple wars. Maybe they're the guy who aced bin Laden with SEAL Team 6. And I don't know, just the most celebrated American. The national anthem was playing and they didn't have their hand over their heart. Would we go, oh my God, this guy hates America? Or would we say, maybe something else is going on here? This is kind of stupid to just look at this photo and run like an idiot with it.
It would have to be somebody who's like nonpartisan beloved. You know, like, because you can't be the president, because then all the opposition side. I remember they got mad at Obama one time because he either saluted with something in his hand, like he was holding a coffee, or because he was holding the coffee, he saluted with the other hand, and they're like, how dare he salute with the left? I forget what exactly the situation was, but then, it was just like, anybody who's not on his side takes that as the ultimate disrespect to the United States Marine Corps. We can't have that around here. I mean, you could maybe be a little more nuanced and go, let's ask the person what they think about the country. Let's listen to them and see if they are patriotic.
You can tell it just by where they put their hands.
What if somebody was like one of these anti-American, pro-Palestine protester types? They hate America. They're outward about it. But then when the national anthem plays, they put their hand over their heart. Are we going like, damn, patriotic? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we're really showing them the ultimate way to hide in plain sight.
It's true.
What about people with no hands?
Oh, you're screwed. You can't be patriotic with no hands. Here's what it says. This is from Starspangled.Flags.com. This is the final resource for something like this. What should you do for the national anthem? It says stand, face the flag, remove your hat, place right hand over your heart. If you're wearing a hat, remove it with your right hand and place it over your heart. Hat over your heart. That's a whole nother layer right there. And then they show the Star Spangled Banner there, or the national anthem. The same thing. And by the way, when we sing this, are we unpatriotic if we don't sing all of the stanzas of the Star Spangled Banner?
Oh, remember how many years ago was it that we had the video of, as a prank at a baseball game, the national anthem singer?
And they kept going.
Finished the first verse, and everybody applauded, and then started into the second verse.
Wasn't that Aretha Franklin?
No.
Oh.
No, Aretha Franklin just took 10 minutes to sing the first verse.
She had a different pacing going on, but she's Aretha
American
Franklin.
AF.
She could do that. She's allowed to do that. Here's Michael Strahan freaking out as some reporter showed up at his house and started bothering him about this whole controversy, in air quotes.
Do you have any comment?
Come to my house.
Hit the camera. Is that all we got? Just hit the camera with his paw. And they ran this all over the place. Exclusive! Michael Strahan attacks photographer or videographer, attacks reporter even.
I gotta say, quite surprised that he lives in just like a normal brownstone.
It looks like he's in New York City, right? That's what I imagine. Yeah, just like in the middle of the city.
Something with a doorman or security.
Well, maybe he did have a doorman. He was outside of the front of whatever building this was, and clearly they were out there waiting for him. You know what I mean? They wanted to try to get some reaction from him, and he was irritated, and he slapped at the camera for this Daily Mail guy. Let's listen into him. Let's actually hear what he has to say.
Everybody, it's Michael here, and I want to address what happened this past weekend, and I feel like I need to address it because it spilled over to the point where I get out of my car today and I'm ambushed by a media outlet here at my house, which I'm not proud of the way I handled that whole situation, but I think anybody out there can understand the things you're going to do. You're going to protect your family and you're going to protect your home, which is what I felt like I needed to do in that moment. And it all stems from this past weekend in San Diego with my Fox crew, 2 days in San Diego with the Navy SEALs and with all the other sailors there. And then a 2-hour show praising the military and all that they've done for us.
True.
Celebrating Veterans Day. And
isn't that weird? It took like 2 days to go with these people.
And one picture.
And one photograph. People go, whoa, buddy, not patriotic. This is the world that we live in now. It's 2-second clips. It's still photos. It's not the context that matters to anybody. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody cares about these things. I look at this and I go, what do I think of Michael Strahan? He's done some things that I think are real annoying. But I'm going to give the man the benefit of the doubt. He was there for 2 days with these troops. He did a whole broadcast celebrating these people. His father served in the armed forces. He said nothing but positive things about the soldiers and people who fight for this country. Why on earth would I be so stupid to melt my brain into potato mush and then go, because his hand isn't over his heart during the national anthem, all of that other stuff doesn't matter.
And this blew up in media outlets. Despite like your just complete obsession with the clickbait of it all, like at what point do the masses call them out for saying, hey, how stupid do you think we are? Because I imagine that the blow up was a couple trolls online, but because that went viral, that means the media will pick it up, because then it becomes the bigger story in the headline that gets shared everywhere. But this could either expand to, oh my God, we are going to make sure that every single person on TV has their hand over their heart. And that is the only way that you can respect the national anthem.
The bigger problem that I pull out from this is truly that, so when you look at people's response to this, it will be like, he hates the troops, right? Online idiots will say he hates the troops. He doesn't like our military. And now I could respond to that person. If I got them on the phone right now, I could say, do you know what happened at the event he was at? Do you know what was going on for this whole television production? Do you know what he said about the troops in the past? Do you know all the things that he's done for all the different branches of the military? And then that person will go, oh, I didn't know all that. I was wrong. But how do you fix that? All these idiots think all these stupid things, and they're mad at something that's not even true. It's like a huge problem that we have. And you can't inform all of these people. And most of them don't even care to be informed. They'd rather just be dumb. They'd rather be dumb and mad because
but the dumb seems to be taken over.
Oh, it's more prominent than
and
a lot of the other.
And now this guy gets harassed outside of his house.
Yeah, and also I don't care about these types of reporters or videographers or paparazzi that go outside somebody's house like this and then shove a camera in their face. If your camera gets shoved back at you, kiss my ass. What do I care about you? I don't care about that. You've gone to this house to stir things up. I would do the same thing. I would kung fu my way right out the front door, I think. But in his video, he's saying all of this is nonsense. He obviously supports the troops, and he has for a very long time. And that seems to be put to bed. And if you see your idiot uncle on Facebook posting about this, just give him a little bit of details so he's less stupid than before. Quick break. When we come back, a woman heard some knocking underneath her home.
Hello?
She said, well, it's probably an animal. It's probably some critter. Yeah. Oh, there it is again. And then she called the police just to check out what was happening. You are never going to believe what happened next. But it is. Coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Joe, we'll talk about Cuddles. I'll explain. At 4 o'clock, it's Animal House with Daryl Payne. At 4:20, we talk to our buddy Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO and the Central Florida International Auto Show. At 6 o'clock, we talk to our buddy Ross Padgett. Plus, 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000 in your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for your Wednesday, we are going to be seeing a really beautiful day. Highs climbing into the low 80s, high of 82 degrees today in Orlando. It's going to be a breezy day. Plan for gusts as high as around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Overall, though, as we head to the end of the week, temperatures will hold steady in the low 80s and we're looking mostly dry. As we head to the weekend, highs back in the mid to upper 70s. Really beautiful morning lows in the 50s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by ReadyWhip. This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, ReadyWhip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without ReadyWhip.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots. We want you to be like Justin, because Justin won $1,000 listening to Real Radio.
I've been trying for so long. This is epic.
Epic indeed, Justin. Epic indeed. What were you doing when you heard the keyword?
Pressure washing a deck area.
Well, Justin, now it looks like you can pay somebody to do that for you.
I'm Justin from Orlando, and I just won $1,000 listening to Real Radio 104.1.
Be like Justin. Listen for the keywords, enter on our website at realradio.fm, and then answer your phone when you get the call. Pressure washing offense not required. This contest presented locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get a $300 instant gift.
Attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
17 million veterans have served our country. Since 2001, more than 125,000 veterans have died by suicide. Hundreds of thousands more suffer from the invisible wounds of war. It's time to act. Homebase has provided life-saving world-class care to over 30,000 veterans and family members, all at no cost to them, from every state. The time to show your support is now. Donate today at homebase.org/iHeart and help our heroes heal. Make a gift, save a life. The time is now. Homebase.org/iHeart.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
the latest Secret Show subscriber. Learn more. Unlock uncensored secret shows at thenewsjunkie.com. While you're there, you can sign up for the podcast, which is absolutely free on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Please keep me anonymous, it says. With respect to yesterday's show, and they're talking about the deportation stuff, this person says, I can attest from personal business experience in living in Texas, a massive number of your farm workers and construction workers are paid cash and under the table. I personally know of jobs that would have shut down for months because the decision was made to require proof of citizenship or visa status for workers. Love the show. And thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate that. I know that there's still a decent amount of farm workers that are illegals here working in this country under the table. They raid those farms from time to time, so you're putting yourself at big risk. The problem is really that they make it real expensive for them to get legal workers, which they need to change immediately. It's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for them to get one legal worker into this country. So essentially, you have people in Mexico who are like, I would like to go to the U.S. and work. And they do background checks on them and all that stuff. And we could say, let's lower the cost of this for the farmer so that it still makes sense. And then make sure when the worker comes over, they're taken care of and all of that stuff. And you could approve that situation immediately. I don't know if the Trump administration will be thinking about that, but I hope that they do. We'll see. All right, over to this lady, because this is an amazing story. And I don't know how she wasn't freaking out more, but this is a woman in California who heard a bunch of strange knocking sounds coming from beneath her home. And she just hears this, and she goes, I think it's an animal, which I would never
Animal with a fist.
I wouldn't shoo away. Hello, just a raccoon. Animal. I'd still be worried if it was an animal or not. But this lady ignored it, and then she heard it again, and she goes, I think that's something else. Maybe I should call the police or somebody. She's 93 years old. Her family goes, let's call the cops. Let's call the cops. She calls the cops, and they come out. And what happened from there was a very bizarre, twisted tale.
How bizarre.
Here we go. Let's see what happened from NBC.
New at 6, police found a naked man in the crawl space under a 93-year-old woman's home after she and her family had reported hearing sort of strange noises for weeks. It happened overnight in El Sereno. NBC4's Amber Frias live from outside the LAPD Hollenbach station with details on this. Amber.
Colleen, it's a bizarre situation that has rattled not just those living in the home, but the entire neighborhood. And to make matters worse, police had to spend hours trying to get this man out, having to resort to tear gas, which created a huge commotion across the neighborhood and forced those living in the home to have to find somewhere else to sleep.
All right, so questions here, interjecting some questions. This dude is naked underneath old lady's house.
Mm-hmm.
Totally naked under there. The cops come out and they go, sir, come out with your hands up. Naked man says, no, I'm not coming out. And they go, come out. This is your last opportunity. And they do everything they can to get him out of there, but they can't. Then they tear gas the guy.
Okay.
Not once, but twice. How, or you want a drug or something? How do you not get impacted enough by tear gas to come out from under the house?
There's a lot of questions for him, but I imagine that whatever he did do to withstand the idea that he was underneath the house fully nude, and I imagine not great weather, tear gas is probably child's play.
No, tear gas is crazy. Have you ever seen the military people do the tear gas test?
I've seen it. It would take me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
To get out from underneath the house, but this man seems to not give an F.
There's something about certain drugs, and I don't know if he was on drugs, but he's naked under a house, folks. All right, I'm just making a couple of guesses here. That make you, so when they tase you, it doesn't bother you, or it doesn't bother you nearly as much. Or when they do these other things, it doesn't bother you. This guy didn't even come out from tear gas, for God's sake.
For weeks, a 93-year-old grandmother living in this El Sereno home had been hearing weird noises.
How do you get under that house?
But it was usually late at night, right? And so we just chalked it up to being animals being under the house. Possums, raccoons, whatever, what have you.
But Thursday night, her son-in-law, Ricardo Silva, says the noises got louder.
Just the noises were kind of like knocking. It was
Okay,
kind of like,
so much wind.
As my wife was walking, they were kind of knocking back from under the house. So she says, something's wrong.
Family members at the home called police. When officers arrived, they made a shocking discovery. A naked man in the crawl space under the home.
He's 27.
Police identified him as 27-year-old Isaac Betancourt.
Told you.
He refused to leave. He wasn't scared of the dogs.
But why did he knock
The first two attempts at gas didn't fish him out.
I don't know. He's underneath the house. This guy was like,
I know, but if
out of his mind.
He didn't want to leave, then if you had not knocked, you could have probably said a few more days.
Yeah, my question is, how long was this guy legitimately living underneath her house? Days?
And how long was he naked?
How long was he naked underneath this woman's house, just scratching along and knocking every now and then and just trying to stay around for as long as he could? What do you got to think about your life? When you get caught up in this, being naked underneath a 90-something-year-old lady's house is no way to live your life. You got to make some changes, my friend.
Oh, you think that's not the type of person that listens to advice like that.
Isaac Betancourt.
That's someone who just goes with the spirits or whatever little voices on their shoulder.
Well, I wish him the best. He was released and scheduled to be arraigned. So they put him in and right back out. So he could be. It's California. He could be right back underneath this house naked again. They do that over there. It's a lot of people who just go in and out of the system right back to where they came from. All right, when we come back, we'll get to you. I want to hear what you have to say about all this. And really sad news, unfortunately. Something from your childhood.
No.
It's not good. It's not good. But it's something that we need to talk about. We need to get this out there into the world. And also a major chain. You have had this place's food probably this year, I would think. And they are on the downfall. Like, it could be that all of their locations shut. This is a household name. What is it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Multiple lanes are blocked due to an accident on Orlando Avenue northbound between Maitland Boulevard and O'Brien Road. There's an earlier accident on Orange Blossom Trail northbound after State Road 429, causing a bit of commotion. The right lane is partially blocked on I-95 northbound just south of State Road 44 due to an accident as well. Just travel with caution on the roadways this afternoon. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details while supplies last.
Listen, if you're thinking about getting a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday season, you have to check out Lenovo.com first. Why? Because that's where you'll find the biggest savings on great gear, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. The best price on a Lenovo is at Lenovo.com, with PCs up to 53% off. So go directly to the source and save big. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Excuse me? What happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Well, sure. Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida produce is locally grown by Florida farmers and always sold in season at the peak of freshness.
Well, that's a fresh new way to shop.
Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes. Learn more about your favorite teams and keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about. In a good way. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network, Capital One wants to help you hear more about today's top female athletes. Learn more about your favorite teams and keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. Just ask the Capital One bank guy. It's pretty much all he talks about. In a good way. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A. member FDIC.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Is coming up in an hour. Don't miss that.
Yeah.
The greatest game in all of radio. Booty Sweat on YouTube. And I know by the name I can trust this person. If Booty Sweat on YouTube says Rick Scott didn't advance in the Senate Majority Leader race, I am sure that is true. I don't know what's going on with that. It's going to be a whole back and forth for a while, and then they'll pick who's going to be the Senate Majority Leader. We'll keep an eye on that when they actually lock in on a pick.
Where are his eyebrows?
That guy, it's kind of amazing to me because I didn't see a lot of support for him overall. I've told you I've never run into anybody who's had like a shirt for Rick Scott or like even a sign in their yard.
That's because we're in a blue county.
Oh, I know that's true, but even outside of this county, when I go to Red County, the reddest counties of Florida.
Which of the red counties in Florida do you visit?
I go to them from time to time, C-Lane. I don't tell you about all my adventures, all right? I go to these places.
You don't have adventures.
Let me tell you something. The first thing you should know is there are about 4 blue counties left in the state of Florida. So
true.
It's real easy to trip and fall into a red one.
Yeah. I get that.
When I go there and I see the folks who are out there, you see a lot of Trump support and flags and all this stuff. I don't ever see anybody with Rick Scott. I don't ever see that. That's kind of a strange thing. But there was a lot of people that said they wanted him. A lot of
he ran a lot of his ads. I saw a lot of his ads where he said, a lot of people think I hate women and I'm not about IVF. And let me tell you, he said, a lot of people think I hate women and I don't like IVF. And let me tell you, I like IVF. That's what I like.
He didn't clarify the other part?
He did not really.
Oh,
no.
Man. Not good. Eddie on YouTube says, I never had an issue with Scott, even if he looks like an alien. Well, we'll see. He won his election, so good for him on that front. This is some kind of sad news, and I hope everything works out here. But I saw this morning on the Today Show.
Oh, that's who it is? Son of a bitch. I saw the headline, but it didn't say the name.
Yeah, Dave Coulier, which you may know from the very famous show when I was growing up, Full House. He came out on the Today Show and announced he has non-Hodgkin lymphoma. And obviously this is a cancer in his system. And this is a dude who a lot of us remember growing up with, Uncle Jesse, and what was his name? Uncle...
he was Cousin Joey.
Cousin Joey and Uncle Jesse. Yeah, those were the two.
Was he a cousin or was he just Joey?
I think he was Uncle Joey.
He wasn't Uncle.
I forgot what they called him. Somebody look that up, please, so we don't screw it up and get 5,000 text messages. I know that'll happen. Dave Coulier is his name. He did a lot of voices, and he seemed like a fun enough guy. But unfortunately, he got some really bad news. And I say this to all of you.
Childhood best friend of Danny Tanner, so they might have called him cousin.
But he wasn't really.
Yeah. Okay, NBC News. Actor Dave Coulier, who played Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey. All right. Okay. Well, Cousin Joey, Uncle Joey, Uncle Joey.
Disagree.
I'll go with just Joey. How about that?
Joey Gladstone.
He announced on the Today Show that he's been diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin lymphoma, a type of blood cancer that starts in the lymphatic system. The reason I bring this to you is because we can learn from people like this. When he tells you how he learned that he had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, that he had cancer running through his system, then maybe you could pick up on some signals if you ever see, and I hope you don't, anything like this in your life. The Fuller House star noticed his first symptoms a little over a month ago when he came down with a cold. So at first he was just getting sick. In the past, he'd noticed that the lymph nodes in his neck or armpits would swell when he was sick. Folks, if you ever notice anything with your lymph nodes, I don't care if you're one of these people like me where you don't usually like to go to the doctor, you don't like to do this stuff, but if you have an issue with your lymph nodes, immediately, if anything seems weird, go to the doctor. Go to the doctor and have somebody look at this, because the earlier you catch something like that, the better. And this has a potential, once it's in your lymph nodes, to be catastrophic. And let's listen to some of Dave Coulier talking about this on the Today Show.
First of all, it's great to see you.
I'm happy to
Thank
see you, too.
With Hoda?
Yes, 5 weeks ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And
Poor dude.
in that time, I've had 3 surgeries. I've had
Says it's so
chemo. I've lost a little bit of hair. I kind of look like a little baby bird now. But
he did have something in his armpit, I believe. Hold on.
Come on, Sabrina knows where this is going.
Of course I know where it's going.
Oh, he had something in his testicles that he noticed.
And did he
when
tell the
this was
doctor to
cut it out?
Cut it out.
You guys are monsters. He had a
like,
golf ball
Sabrina,
size
you're
lump.
a monster.
I'm not a monster at all.
Both of you were behind this. Both of you were doing this.
No, so many people said it in their
He had a
heads.
golf ball sized lump in his groin within a week of falling ill. So he knew something was going south, and he knew he had to do something
It
about
has been a roller coaster ride, for sure. Yeah.
What do the doctors say, Dave, about the prognosis?
Well, this is B-cell lymphoma that I have. It's a very aggressive type of lymphoma, and it happened very quickly. The onset of this growing lymphoma in my groin area was very quick. So I said, something's not right.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people will see this and go, why is he coming out? Why is he in the news with this? This is important stuff. Whenever a celebrity falls into a situation like this, he could be ashamed of this. He could go, I'm talking about a golf ball sized lump in my groin. That's kind of embarrassing, and I don't want to talk about that. But to talk about these things is to get the word out so the next person who feels any symptom, anything like this, maybe even millions of people, they say, oh, I remember when the guy from Full House had that. That is a good thing and a helpful thing for people to do, I think. So I don't have any issue with these folks coming out and doing these types of interviews.
Again, I'm having a dark cloud feeling now, or just like it shows you where we are in our lives, and we being like, I guess, elder millennials, boomers, where we now just get the news every quarter, multiple times, of the people that we knew to be the young, cool uncles/cousins of the sitcoms that we
in
love.
pop culture.
Meeting like those things at the end of life that we all need to prepare for, I suppose.
Yeah, and he's 65.
Dawson Leary has cancer now.
It's true. My God.
Everyone has cancer.
Yes, it is one of those things that does not discriminate. They'll go after anybody, whether it's, what's that guy's real name, C-Lane?
James Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek or Dave Coulier. Either one of those guys, because they both come out in the last week or so saying that this happened to them. Let's hear a little more from Dave Coulier.
Golf ball down here. And so we biopsied it. We took it out. And they said, we wish we had better news for you, but, you have B-cell lymphoma. We need to get you into chemotherapy right away. Then we had another hurdle. I told my wife, Melissa, I got the news. I was home by myself. She came home 20 minutes later. And she said, have you heard anything? And I said, yeah, I have cancer. And she said, come on, quit making jokes. And I said, no.
she thought he was joking when he told her. She goes, did you hear anything? And he goes, I have cancer. And she's like, come on, stop screwing around. I know how you are.
Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. And
That's
and
rough.
now to know that he did that appointment by himself, I just like the idea. I probably went in there thinking, oh, it's just something that comes with age. It's definitely not going to be cancer.
There you
Not
go.
going to be something stage 3. That's scary, man.
He said it's got a 90% curability rate, which is excellent. Very, very good news. If you're going to hear bad news, you want to hear that afterwards. But somebody from your childhood, probably Dave Coulier of Full House, is not doing so well with stage 3 non-Hodgkin lymphoma. Speaking of not doing so well, there's a place you've probably had their food. You've probably been to a place called Papa John's.
Yes.
You've probably heard of a Papa John's.
Better ingredients, your family.
What did old Papa John say that one time in the interview?
Are you talking about the N-word?
No, not that one.
That he
No,
ate 40 pizzas?
He said, I've had 40 pizzas in the last 40 days. Or let me see if I can pull that up. Papa John. He was really, really upset when they tossed him out of this business. And I don't know if it was because he's been gone or what, but Papa John's is in free fall right now. Things are not going well.
He looks sweaty in this.
He was right. He's sweating up a storm because he had 40 pizzas in 30 days, C-Lane. That's what was going on.
I've had over 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. Living currently in Mark Shapiro should be in jail. He has no pizza experience. He's never been in the pizza category. I would just say, stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight.
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's not straight?
Now the record's straight, friend.
Better ingredients.
Now the record is straight. It says fans are worried about Papa John's future after the latest earnings report showed a steep drop in sale. And the pizza chain is now the 4th largest in the U.S. by sales. So they are not doing as well as they did. They've struggled to win back customers as years of inflation have squeezed household budgets and people are cutting back. Papa John's is definitely not the pizza chain it once was, somebody said. The beloved pizza chain has faced 3 straight quarters of declines, including a 6% drop in sales from July to September in the earnings report, the worst performance since mid-2019. It ain't going well over at Papa John's. In response to all of this, the CEO says they got to get competitive on price, and they're doing the Papa Pairings value menu, where they have 2 select items for $6.99 each. I'm sure that'll fix everything. No problem moving forward. We are going to be A-OK. Let's hear from you. Let's see what you got going on in your world. A lot of dispatches coming in today. And you can send yours if you'd like. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. Here goes Twink Lettitz with a dispatch.
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
The other thing about Dave Coulier is that he was allegedly the person Alanis Morissette is talking about in her song. You
Are you serious?
I guess they had a bad breakup or something.
Sean,
anyway, thank you.
Did he get
I'm
a
glad
hold
it's
of
out.
your Today I Learned for Today?
I've never heard of this before. What is it you say?
It was literally just last night before he announced this that I was watching the episode of How I Met Your Mother that Robin Sparkles went dark and she became Robin Daggers and she released a song. She released a song that was just like You Oughta Know, and they were doing like the Much Music Beneath the Sounds, which was like behind the music. And Dave Coulier shows up and he goes, "It wasn't me. Why does everybody think it was me? They always think it was me. It was not me." And the next day he has cancer.
Oh, God, that's tough. Here's Old Man River with a dispatch about Air Force One.
Hey, guys, to answer your question about Air Force One.
All right.
Obama, when he was in office, ordered 2 new Air Force Ones to be built. When Trump got into office, he ended up canceling that order because it was too expensive. He ended up finding 2 other planes through Boeing that were built for somebody else, but then he had them retrofitted.
All right.
They have not been put into service yet. Will most likely be put into service when he gets into office. Hopefully that helps you out with that. Oh, by the way, Sean, please pick me for Fritz on the street today. Thanks.
Bad idea on your part, because I'm hearing on chat, Beha on Twitch says, I like that 0% in their poll on Twitch voted for me to win because I had my big win last week, so you can't expect another one for a couple of months.
Wow, that's rude.
Get ready for a desert of victory over here. And it ain't going to happen anytime soon.
A desert of victory.
Of the desert of victories, I should say. It ain't going to happen for me around here. I don't think you're wrong, Beha. That's the thing that makes me mad. I don't think you're wrong about that. People dumping on Papa John's and somebody saying Pizza Hut is also struggling. If Pizza Hut sucks right now and Papa John's sucks right now, who are the top 3 pizza places by sales?
I don't think Papa
John's
John's sucks that bad. I mean, maybe the profits are dropping because of maybe just less people are getting it because of inflation, and they're like, oh, this pizza's expensive. This used to be a good deal, but I don't think it sucks. I don't know. Yeah, I've had Papa John's recently.
Papa John's is number 4 in sales behind Little Caesars now. What does that say to you? That says people want to save some money for sure, because Little Caesars is about cheap, fast, hot and ready, I think is
because they don't deliver it to you.
I thought that they just got into delivering, not from Little Caesars
Maybe on
itself, but via an app that they're allowing that, like a pickup.
They might let a third party do it, but Little Caesars is super streamlined menu, and things are very cheap still. I grew up on Little Caesars. Couldn't have been more excited growing up. The Bigfoot pizza and stuff and all
Caesars
those
all
things.
Day.
Loved it. Pizza Hut is number 2 in sales, and Domino's is number 1.
Good for you, Domino's.
That's pretty. That's a big turnaround for them. And I had it the other day, and it was good. And some of these other ones on the list, I have never heard of in my life.
Go ahead.
MOD Pizza, never heard of it.
All right.
Nope.
Hungry Howie's, I know of.
Yeah.
Hungry Howie's is the Little Caesars of other places.
And they have sandwiches and some other items as well.
I knew it as like the cheap and for multiple people.
It was cheap, but when we grew up, though, at least the location by me had all sorts of sandwiches and stuff. A place called Round Table, not familiar. Jet's Pizza.
I believe
had
that was King
441 million.
Arthur's, was it not, that he started?
It might be. I don't know. The Round Table of King Arthur making pizza now. Marco's Pizza. Don't know.
They said that the other day. Pretty.
I see a lot of ads for Marco's.
And Papa Murphy's is 6th place in sales as of 2023.
There's another Papa?
Yeah. This is secondary Papa on the list.
That was a little brave.
You know what's wild, though? Papa John's is 4th and Papa Murphy's is 6th. Papa Murphy might become the new Papa. They could switch those rankings real soon, and all of a sudden, kick Papa John's off the list entirely.
Grandpapa John's.
And this thing from our childhood is just gone.
Where's Pizza by Alfredo?
It's not even on the list. Or Alfredo's Pizza. Neither one of them showed up for...
Which is the good one?
I forgot which one it is.
Alfredo's Pizza, I thought.
Thank you, Fritz. I knew we'd have that ready to go. Hello, Fritz. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fritzy.
Good. Always good
now
to
you
have
got me
here.
second guessing it. Hold on.
Fritz is going to be hanging out with us, hopefully for a while, but certainly for Fritz on the Street, which is coming up in just a bit on the show. Right now, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I got some emails rolling in, and we got to talk about the planes that have been getting shot up. Like you're on a commercial flight, you're just cruising along, and then bullet holes right through the side of the thing. What the hell is going on here? We hear from some folks who are involved in this whole thing. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is.
Monsters in the morning.
It's literally a short walk. What the hell is wrong with you? Stop being so damn weird. Please.
The Monsters in the morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
I believe authorities have cleared that accident up on 1792 northbound between O'Brien Road and Maitland Boulevard. Just keep in mind emergency vehicles and police activity could be in that area still, so move over and slow down. On I-4, traffic is slowing down between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535, and there's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Hey, Central Ford, if you want a nicer, newer car, get ready. My prices are dropping. RC Hill here. It's autumn, and I want to help you rake in some savings. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're focused on affordability. My finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my Perfect Payment program is all about. Save huge on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty and 2 years of free factory maintenance. Or check out over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, and sports cars. Plus, at RC Hill, you get your price and payment in 15 minutes. So if you hate your current ride, leave it behind. And I'll take it even if it's rusted or busted. And I'll give you way over trade value. But hurry, don't leave me hanging. A deal this good won't last long. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and Used Car Superstore. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
Catch the hottest holiday party in town this December. A Barry Countess Christmas starring Luann
de Lesseps is coming to the Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa on Sunday, December 8th. Expect plenty of music, mischief, laughter, and fun. For tickets and more information, visit Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Nobody does Christmas like Countess Luann. Don't miss everybody's favorite Real Housewife performing live, only at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to tell me the name of a country without the letter A in its name. You know it? Text your answer to 96551 and you will get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name and go on a 5-day cruise. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to tell me a country without the letter A in its name and get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals included, plus 4 days in Orlando for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. This is not a contest. It is a paid advertising by Guarantee Media with the purpose of soliciting sales on vacation ownership and not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Some terms and conditions apply.
Save time and money with a PVC fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,140. Go to fenceoutlet.com for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is.
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Ruckett fall.
At least 3 that have been shot at over Haiti. Insane. What an experience that must be to be on one of those flights. Also, they have picked a Republican leader for the Senate, and it is not Rick Scott. The details on that in a moment. But first, I want to talk about this because this is so awkward. And I don't know if you guys have seen this clip going around yet.
I haven't watched the video yet. I read an article about it.
Oh, you did see this, Elaine?
I know about this, and there's actually some precedence to this.
Really?
That people have
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see that?
come down on this person for before.
Okay, this is on Drew Barrymore's show. Let me preface with, I like Drew Barrymore. I think she seems like a really nice person.
I can't stand her.
But this seems kind of weird. I don't know. I'm made so uncomfortable by this.
This is not her first time, and
I know.
without even knowing what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
She touched all up on a guest.
Yep. Which one? Do you remember?
The first one that was a whole thing was... No, it wasn't Kamala, but that was definitely one that was noted. but that she was all
touchy.
up on.
She gets touchy with the guests on the show.
But it's also, it's the way that her daytime is very different from everybody else in the sense that it's like, the audience isn't here. All right, it's just me and you. I'm going to do crisscross applesauce.
She doesn't have an audience?
And talk. No, they're there, but it's just you and me as far as
it's
the guests.
intimate. It's supposed to be an intimate interview between two people, nothing real difficult to answer. And as I watch Martha Stewart on there, Drew Barrymore keeps putting her hands on her. It's like a little touchier, a little touchier, a little touchier.
What makes you soft and gooey, though?
What makes you soft and gooey?
Soft and gooey. Yeah,
I'm already weirded out by that.
Biting her finger?
She asked her a question, goes, what makes you soft and gooey? And
is
then
this
she
from her
bites her
show?
finger.
Or is this like a separate interview played later?
This is from her show.
This looks like somebody clipped it for TikTok or for Vertical.
Somebody just made it vertical. And she bites on her finger. What makes you soft and gooey?
Yeah, treatment. Soft and gooey treatment. Yes. When you're treated like
now
a
she's
lady.
rubbing her arm.
It's nice.
She's rubbing her back.
Someone comes in and... You're the wrong gender. I know.
She pushes her off.
Okay, that was less awkward than they described it in the article.
Can I say it one more time?
She was stroking her arm and then stroking her back. The thing on the back was too far for me. I would have been... I don't like people touching me.
Yeah.
No, I don't like people touching me, so I'm already weirded out by that. This is not to say, like, I can't give somebody a hug or I don't, it's just if somebody random is touching me, I'm not a big fan of that. If you put your hand on my arm, maybe, but she put her hand behind her and started like rubbing her back.
She was petting soft and gooey treatment. Yes. When you're treated like a lady.
Like right there.
It's nice.
It's a pet.
Someone comes in and... You're the wrong gender. I know.
She shoves her over on the couch.
Martha, let's see.
Rejected. She just knocks her over down on her own couch.
Do you think that there's any chance that Drew Barrymore kind of leaned back into that? Like, she got a little bit of push and then she fell back laughing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think everybody was fine with this encounter.
Yeah.
I think everybody was fine with what happened here.
That was way less awkward than me getting a damn notification about it and then reading about it on Daily Mail or whichever
Daily Mail is kind of getting annoying. Based on the two stories we had today on the show.
Well, that's not new. Daily Mail is always trying to do that kind of stuff.
I'm not saying it's new, but it's just they're extra annoying as of the last 3 hours.
Oh, but can I say something? Let's say C-Lane. Let's say C-Lane is the host of this show.
Mm-hmm.
If C-Lane does everything exactly the same as Drew Barrymore just did, the entire country would be weirded out. The entire country would go, what if you said, what makes you all soft and gooey?
Yeah,
and
that would be weird.
And then you put your arm on some female guest or even a male guest, but more importantly, a female guest, and then you start rubbing their back. People would be like, what the hell? Put this guy on a list right now. People would be freaking out.
Are you saying like men compared to women?
I'm saying if this was a male host, it would be treated like if we had that guy from Family Feud back. The guy who kissed all the female contestants.
Oh, yeah, right on the mouth.
Yeah, if that guy doesn't survive in 2024, it ain't happening.
But now, all right, I just sent you a link to your Gmail to an older New York Post article. This is from 2023, and there was another one where she acknowledged it earlier this year in August, saying she was going to try and keep her distance from people. Scroll through these pictures here.
Okay,
and you see,
it says every cringy photo, just in case you want to Google the headline, every cringy photo of Drew Barrymore getting way too close to her talk show guests. That, I think, is the girl from A Little Mermaid. I might be wrong. Chloe Bailey. Is that the Little Mermaid lady? I think that may be
Haley
her.
Bailey?
Not sure.
This says Chloe Bailey, but it might be somebody different.
Her sister.
This is Brooke Shields and Allie Wentworth. Then Oprah. She's got Oprah's hand.
That was the other person.
Video of her like grabbing Oprah's hand and being all like almost flirty if this wasn't an interview.
It's so much. Paris Hilton. She's like scooted up next to her. And this is kind of how she is. She's a touchy-feely person. That's how Drew Barrymore is.
As you go further into this, there's situations where they weren't even on the same couch together, and she's getting over, putting her leg up there, kneeling in front of Jennifer Garner, kneeling down to hug Lucy Liu, getting on her knees to look straight into the eyes of Lionel Richie, and holding his hand. She's just like this with everybody.
Right. So, and despite all the headlines and that keep coming out like it's a controversy. It doesn't seem to be. Did I just say controversy?
You got close enough.
It doesn't bother her. She's still doing her thing. So it gets to a point where this is going to be something where she addresses and truly stops, which does not seem to be the case, versus like if you don't want to be in the zone or added to the list that we're currently scrolling through, then don't be a guest on her show.
She said in August, I'll try to practice.
Wait. That's a little weird, isn't it? To be like, this is, if you think this is creepy, don't be a guest on her show.
No, I mean, I'm saying in the sense of like, maybe it's just my opinion, but it's not coming off predatory. It's coming off like a
I don't think she's trying to have sex with these people, but that doesn't mean you're not making people, or you're at least willing to risk making people uncomfortable if you're doing this. And it's looked at a little differently, I think, based on certain things. I don't think anybody sees Drew Barrymore as like a potential harm here. So
that's what I'm saying.
That changes. Well, you're saying if you're uncomfortable, don't go on her show.
No, I'm not saying don't go on her show. I'm saying I think that celebrities and their team will be aware of this, right? Like, this is now a bit, is it not? Is it not her shtick?
I think it's legit her.
There's an entire list of it.
I think it's a legitimate thing that she just does. I think it's how she is and how Drew Barrymore operates.
But what you're trying to say, Sabrina, is that celebrities would think twice about going on her show?
I would say if they're so uncomfortable with it that they would say no to the interview. Not saying don't do it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, maybe we're not in disagreement here. What I'm saying is it's either right or wrong. It's not like if you don't like it, don't go on the show. That doesn't seem to work with me. It seems it's either right what she's doing or it's wrong what she's doing. It has to be one of those two. Or if she's making people uncomfortable, she shouldn't be doing that. It's not like she makes people very uncomfortable, and if you don't like it, don't go on her show. That seems to kind of excuse the behavior. I wouldn't care that much. I wouldn't think that I was being like assaulted, or I would not like harassed. I would just think this was an emotional person that I was spending time with. That's how I
should
view
probably
it.
get the wrong idea and do it back. And then there'd be a whole thing.
Then it's strange. Like, what's the camera angle for that?
Celine is like playing with her feet.
There's just endless photographs of this, of her. Lionel Richie one looks like it's out of a music video or something.
Hello.
Right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Ladies and gentlemen, gender nonconforming, we now have People Magazine's sexiest man alive. Congratulations. Not you guys. Sorry. We have former Toddlers and Tiaras stars that apparently are still getting death threats, ? Plus a new entry into the National Toy Hall of Fame that will make us feel very old. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Wednesday forecast. And it's going to be a really pleasant day, but a little on the breezy side. Plan for gusts as high as around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Temperatures, though, will be warm but pleasant. A high of around 82 degrees in Orlando. We'll hold on to the low 80s through the end of this week. But by this weekend, a cold front arrives, bringing with it cooler morning temperatures in the 50s with an afternoon highs back in the mid to upper 70s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Get matched with your perfect bed and save up to $700 on a wide selection of quality mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. See store for details.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state. It's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236. Or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening to the...
Why is it happening? What's next? Also, a new Senate Majority Leader, and it's not Rick Scott. What happened there? We have a lot to talk about on a Wednesday. Plus, Fritz on the Street is coming up in just a matter of minutes. Right now, it's time to get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I guess I got to stop masturbating at McDonald's now.
Nothing. Weather's
True.
nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Did you want to address the masturbating at McDonald's real quick?
Me? Sean said true.
Yeah.
What? I didn't say it. Why would I address it? I'm saying he is the one.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. Don't masturbate at any public place.
I didn't say it.
But if you're looking for some real pleasure, then you got to work with that mortgage guy, Don, because he's going to help you refinance, buy your first dream home, do some debt consolidation. Maybe if you own a business and you want to expand that bad boy, you work with someone who's going to give you the best deal. He's going to make sure to explain the entire process to you. It makes sense because he wants you to understand how it works. Start the process today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 235 years ago, Sean, you remember this?
I was not alive.
1789, Benjamin Franklin wrote a letter to a friend in which he said, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain, except
death in Texas."
Yep.
And boy, was there a lot of death on this day.
The deadliest day in history.
There was certainly a lot of death. I couldn't pick one, so I shall just name them all as quickly as possible. 51 years ago, 1973, Jerry Lee Lewis Jr., the 19-year-old son of Jerry Lee Lewis, you guessed it, was killed in a highway accident in Mississippi. 11 years earlier, Jerry Lee Lewis's only other son, Steve Allen Lewis, drowned in the family swimming pool at age 3. 50 years ago, 1974, Karen Silkwood was killed in a suspicious car accident on her way to deliver evidence to a reporter of what?
Radioactive something or other.
Oklahoma nuclear plant and their numerous safety
Fritz.
violations. 2 points for you. Stab on the street. 42 years ago, 1982, Ray Boom Boom Mancini regained his regained his WBA lightweight title by knocking out Duke Koo Kim fatally.
Yeah, he killed him, yeah.
He killed his ass. 14th
It's
round.
weird to kill somebody and then still get like a your title.
No, he did die 4 days later, so at least it wasn't instantly, but died doing what he loved. 20 years ago, 2004, Old Dirty Bastard of the Wu-Tang Clan collapsed and died 2 days before his 36th birthday.
Was he Big Baby Jesus at the time, or did he revert back to ODB?
Bet your ass. Oh, I don't know, but yeah, he was.
I hope he was Dirt Dog. I liked him when he was Dirt Dog.
Mariah.
Once, it's like, once you get that AKA, it's with you forever.
19 years ago, WWE wrestler Eddie
Guerrero.
Jeez, did you see my printed list?
He just knows this is all in his wheelhouse. He knows
what
wrestling.
did he die of, Fritzy?
I know deaths. He had a heart attack. It was a drug-induced heart attack.
Heart problems, age of 38.
Atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries.
Not what I had here. And 8 years ago, 2016.
Fritz has more info than
I know. Leon Russell died in his sleep at the age of 74. And I guess worth mentioning, Assassin's Creed, the game was released 17 years ago.
Nice. All right.
And that has to do with killing. So happy Death Day to everybody. Let's move on, because if you're not dead, you're sexy.
True.
And we've got the sexiest man alive revealed. And you guys all know who it is, right?
Did Fritz get it? Did Fritz get it this year or no?
Fritzy did not get it, but I believe on the short list.
Who was that guy who, the country guy who married Gwen Stefani, who died a couple years ago?
He died?
No, he got
No. Yeah, he used to.
Blake
Shelton.
Yeah, Blake Shelton was not the sexiest man alive, but it is a full circle moment for those that have been listening live today, because we were just
John
quoting
Krasinski,
them.
right?
John
Krasinski.
Jim.
Yeah.
Jim got sexiest man alive.
Really?
He sure did. You know him from The Office, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, and A Quiet Place, which he also directed and co-wrote. He appeared on the Late Show, and I guess taught Stephen Colbert how to be sexy.
He also had a really successful live stream during the pandemic. Like, it was
He
very...
sold that. Yeah. He sold this thing that he did, this product, this good news thing for
Good
millions
News
of
Network,
dollars.
I think.
Yeah, and then nobody ever did anything with it. But I've never seen a single episode of that Jack Ryan show, but I think he got pretty ripped for it.
All I remember is it being on the Amazon boxes for deliveries.
Yeah.
But congratulations, you sexy man. And I guess this is also due for a congratulations. This gal right here.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, you ready to feel old?
Kind of.
Britney Spears delivers her final child support payment to K-Fed.
Oh, okay, yeah. The
He's
kids are
been
18.
getting $20,000 a month, but their youngest son, Jaden James, turned 18 in September.
Is
that the one on her lap?
That might have been. Oh my God, has it been that long? Jeez. I guess it would have to be. But she has been accidentally leaving her Instagram posts with the ability for people to comment. Oh my God. Oh.
Are you reading the comments?
I've seen them a couple of times. I'll
It's
see
always
it
fun
pop
to read
up.
the comments.
And I'll see the comments. I'll go, Jesus, what a cesspool this is over here.
Like, as far as like sexually,
You're crazy. You
aggressive?
really need help. This is so sad to watch you fall apart like this.
And then she's like, "Okay, no problem. One more video."
Give me the knife.
In
Almost
my
naked.
British accent. She hasn't done any knife stuff though.
Yes, she has.
No. Not after the original one. I've not seen a lot of knives.
Right, but he was referencing that.
Oh, but when they edited her into the Kobe Steakhouse,
It was one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen in my life.
hilarious.
Thank you, Internet. And I guess more this weekend, congratulations to celebrities that will never hear that we congratulate them.
Yeah.
All right.
We now have the 2025 nominees for the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and they include Eminem is right.
Very
4 points
talented.
for Gryffindor.
Yes.
You'd recognize Eminem. Mind you, do you know what makes you eligible to be in the Songwriters Hall of Fame?
You have to write some songs.
Yeah, no, that's the first one. Thank you, C-Lane. Second
What
one.
else? You have to have a number one hit?
Does it have to be a certain amount of time since your first song was released?
Yes, it is the blank amount of years after their first significant song release.
So for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think it has to be 25 years since your first
25,
album.
Yeah.
This is 20 years. So Eminem is now in the mix. It's been 20 years since you've heard that first song that came out. We also have Janet Jackson, NWA, Boy George, the Doobie Brothers, Alanis Morissette, Sheryl Crow, Bryan Adams, George Clinton, and Steve Winwood, a songwriter with a catalog of notable...
Really? Only now Steve Winwood?
Only
That
now.
seems weird.
Yeah.
Probably because of the Significant song only came out 20 years ago.
Maybe.
What Steve Winwood song would I know?
It's me, Steve. My last name, Winwood.
Back in the High Life again?
Oh, back in. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Sing it, John.
No, I'm not going to sing
You're
it.
about
but
to
I
do
know
the
that
same
song.
tune of the Steve Winwood song.
No, you don't think I know Back in the High Life again? It's a famous. I don't know if it would be considered yacht rock, but I know the song from my childhood.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, probably.
The nostalgia train keeps on chugging, so why not give you the great news? Is this the time of year that just we do the nominees and the inductees of National Halls of Fame that we will probably never visit?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to My Little Pony, my friends, because
All right.
they are now in the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Long overdue.
Along with Stick, String attached to Rock.
Boy, they're really trying to get the old ones in there, huh?
We also have... I wonder if the Mancala board has made it yet. I remember
What's that?
playing that.
I don't know, man. Call board. No. Oh.
It was the one that flipped open, had all the marbles.
Yeah, I think I learned to play Mancala at some
Oh my
point.
God, I played it so much.
I don't remember.
It's before the interwebs really became a thing. Choose your adventure books. Apples to
hell
apples.
yeah.
How about
Those are fun.
balloons?
Yeah, who doesn't love that?
Balloons.
Man, do they just take several years off and then they're like, oh,
It's
God,
so
we got to play catch
stupid.
up?
I swear to God, I feel like they go, we need to get all the old ones in, so just put Rock and Balloon and Stick in
Now
there.
you're kidding. Stick was one of them.
That's so weird.
It also says a lot about, where they were in society. That's like, go outside and play with stick.
Is there anybody who's listening right now who's like, oh, I remember stick?
I remember stick.
I
wonder if my mom still has my old stick.
What if it still fits me?
That's a different game.
Is that hollowed out stick? We have Pokemon trading card game also in there. Remote controlled vehicles, sequence, the stick horse, and the trampoline.
God, stick horse
have all been inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Fleshlight, you're up next. I know it. On the Boob Tube, we've got the first season finale of The Golden Bachelorette. I've got a feeling this franchise is not going to last long. We also have The Masked Singer, the series premiere of Don't Hate Your House with the Property Brothers. Hot Frosty on Netflix.
Yes!
That sounds gross.
Hot Frosty?
That sounds like a sex
That's
movie.
bad in every way you can imagine.
Call Me Ted on Max. And also we have Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago Hot Frosty, Chicago PD, and Dance Like No One's Chicago. Martha Stewart will be on Jimmy Fallon. Hopefully it won't touch her, but you follow your dreams. Send me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambro. Yeah, I said touched her. And say with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. Golden Bachelorette, it feels like it's falling off, huh?
I thought it was already done.
Yeah, that says something, doesn't it?
I thought for sure after watching that first season with Kermit that this would be a show that I'd be into. And I'm getting nothing.
I feel like maybe it wore off that interesting sheen about it being different and it was older people. And
I think they need to go even older.
Maybe.
Like you only have 5 years left to live.
The Platinum Bachelor.
Like nursing home Bachelorette right there.
And they put it on at 4 p.m.
Why not? All right. When we return, guess what, friends? Fritz on the street. The greatest game in all of radio. That means we have to pick somebody to represent in Fritz on the street. If we win, you win. And you get your hands on this, the FOTS Hitman Magnet. FOTS, Fritz on the street, Hitman. Brett the Hitman Hart. Magnet, super rare, designed by Fritz, hard to get, but you could get it if you get our attention now, and we choose you to fight for in Fritz on the street, which is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a bit of commotion on the roadways here northbound on Florida's Turnpike at Hancock Road. The left lane is blocked. The ramp from Kirkman Road to State Road 408 westbound, that is blocked due to a vehicle fire. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the ramp from Lee Road to I-4 eastbound. That is also blocked due to an accident. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Do you already have a mortgage and are you wondering if it's any good? Well, stop wondering and compare your quote today. It's so easy with that mortgage guy, Don. A recent study showed that less than 20% of people compare the first mortgage quote they get. So don't be a slacker. Get peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguydon.com. You go to the website, you compare your quote by hitting the button that says, compare your quote. You upload your quote, and then that mortgage guy, Don, will tell you if it's any good. And if it's not, he's going to help you find the best deal. Simple as that. Work with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. It's hot, you're tired, the guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, Contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Ooh, should we get an app?
Appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? It's not a plane or a ship ride away. It's not across an ocean or over the equator. It's not even a far drive. The peak of freshness is at your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
My mom says everyone goes through hard times. Right now, that's my family. But people like you make me smile, because this holiday, we can have a big meal together as a family. For every $10 donated to Second Harvest Food Bank, you can provide 40 meals and hope when we need it most. Help today at feedhopenow.org.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Are you an oblivious person hogging the sidewalk like a large dying snail? Do people stuck behind you ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have tons of quality beds at every price. So anyone, even people like you, can sleep. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions
Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the new.
And all of radio in just a moment. And here's how things go. Me, Sean, myself, and Sabrina and Celine will all pick somebody to fight for in Fritz on the Street. We will fight for somebody in Fritz on the Street momentarily. And if we win, you win. You get your hands on the FOTS Hitman Mag, a rare one in Game of Magnets. You can see all the available magnets over on thenewsjunkie.com. I'm going to do this in real time because Tony just said on YouTube seconds ago, pick me, Sean. You got the W today. Tony on YouTube. And what about you, Sabrina? Who you picking for Fritz on the Street?
I'm going to go with Melissa. Reached out on Instagram saying, proof you have always been one of my faves, and it's a picture of you and me from so long ago.
All right.
Almost 10 years.
Instagram, Melissa for Sabrina. What about you, C-Lane?
I'm going with Brandon, who reached out to me personally.
Let's go.
All right, Brandon, personally, and we're all locked in and ready to go. Now we need to make sure we have Fritz on board. Fritz, you ready to do this?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean. Hello, C-Lane.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritz.
Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That's 866-CALL-MO. 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 293 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane.
I hit 300 today.
You might. In second place with 275 points, Sabrina Ambra.
Might hit 300 today.
And you...
Just don't answer.
Impossible.
And in third place with 241 points, Sean
Might hit
Lawson.
300 today.
You just might, Sean.
That is correct. 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that opportunity to pick up a bonus point.
Pre-chime.
Yeah.
Where did you ask these questions?
Thank you for asking. I went to Cavo's Bar and Kitchen last night for my Fritz's Funhouse trivia, and it was good. We had 6 teams, and a couple people stuck around for Fritz on the Street.
And no motorcycles run over.
No, there were no hit and runs.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. So without further ado...
So all of these are from Fritz's Funhouse last night?
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
Question number 1. Over the weekend, a suicide bombing killed 32 people while waiting at a railway station in which country?
Ooh, boy, howdy.
Boy, howdy is right.
Sean.
Indonesia?
Indonesia?
That is incorrect.
C-Lane. Kazakhstan.
That is incorrect.
The whole question, please.
You got it. Over the weekend, a suicide bombing killed 32 people while waiting at a railway station in which country?
Sabrina. Palestine.
That would be Pakistan.
Oh.
C-Lane, you have the most points. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Pakistan?
2.
2.
1.
1 for Sabrina and 1 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 1 and 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody.
Ding, 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 ding.
In 1912. Nope. Sorry.
Chaos.
Does that mean 4 points?
Here it is right here. And a suicide bombing killed 32 people while waiting at a railway station in which country?
Ukraine.
I don't know, say France.
Pakistan?
Afghanistan.
Palestine.
Oh, I really need to start watching the news. Pass.
Pakistan. Oh.
No clue. Literally hadn't heard that one.
That would be 2. So C-Lane is picking up 2 points.
What are the odds of that?
Sabrina and Sean with your guesses of 1, picking up 1 point. Now we move on to question number 2. Which member of the Wu-Tang Clan died of
Sabrina.
a drug... Sabrina?
Old dirty bastard.
That is correct. What are the odds? ODB, full question. Which member of the Wu-Tang Clan died of a drug overdose? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said ODB or Big Baby Jesus?
6.
6.
5.
5 for C-Lane.
4.
And 4 for Sean. Question 2 with answers of 4, 5, and 6. Let's
Ding,
see.
ding, 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 ding.
Somebody knows their Wu-Tang. Which member of the Wu-Tang Clan died of a drug overdose?
Old dirty bastard.
Old dirty bastard?
Uh-oh.
Not RZA. Pass.
Is that Old Dirty Bastard?
I can't name a single one.
I'm gonna guess with the ODB. Old Dirty Bastard.
Damn it!
Oh, no. Old dirty bastard. Yeah, there you go.
That would be 6. So Sabrina's hitting a 3-pointer, and C-Lane with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. Now we're going to country line dance on over
Rest
to
in
question
peace.
3. I'm going to be doing that tonight, by the way, going to see Dwight Yoakam.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Question 3, after several planes were hit with gunfire... Sabrina.
Haiti.
Haiti is correct. After several planes were hit with gunfire, the FAA grounded all U.S. flights to which country? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Haiti?
Oh, they knew ODB.
1/2 of Hispaniola.
7.
7.
6.
6 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question 3 with answers of 5, 6, and 7. After several planes were hit with gunfire, the FAA grounded all U.S. flights to which country?
China.
Haiti.
Like Venezuela.
I'd have to guess. I don't know.
Haiti.
Somalia. Haiti. Haiti.
That would be 4. So, Sean, with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. Question 4 is the halfway point, and Fritz on the street after question 4. I'll tell you so far who is winning on the day. And it goes a little something like this. Which actor has had roles in films such as The Cabin in the Woods, the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Sabrina.
Oh my God. I know it's Thor. Chris Hemsworth.
That is correct. Nicely done. And the last movie, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Chris Hemsworth? Very hunky.
So hunky.
So much hunk.
5.
Chunks of hunk. 5.
4.
4 for Sean.
5.
And 5 for C-Lane. Question 4 with answers of 4 and 5. Let's see, who knew? Which actor has had roles in films such as The Cabin in the Woods, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Furiosa, a Mad Max saga?
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, is it Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth.
Is that Chris Pine? No, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, Bradley Whitford.
I might be saying his name wrong, but
Don't.
John Turturro.
That would be 6.
Son of a bitch.
Sabrina and C-Lane with your guesses of 5, each picking up
Not
1
close.
point. That means halfway through, 4 down with 4 remaining. In first place with 7 points, Sabrina/Melissa. And then in second place with 4 points, C-Lane/Brandon. And in third place with 2 points, Sean/Tony.
Jesus.
Anyone's game.
All right, moving on to question 5.
Not really.
Question 5. 13 research monkeys remain... Sabrina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina is correct.
Ooh, ooh, ah.
13 research monkeys remain at large. This is my favorite worded question I've ever had for Fritz on the Street. Remain at large after breaking free from a lab in which U.S. state? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said South Carolina?
Okay, were there not in Florida some monkeys released, or is that just a mixing up stories? I'm going to go with that mindset. 4.
4.
6.
6 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question 5 with answers of 3, 4, and 6. Let's see.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody knows their monkeys. 13 research monkeys remain at large after breaking free from a lab in which U.S. state?
Feels like Virginia.
I don't know. Let's say California.
California?
South Carolina. South Carolina.
I'm not going to get it. Washington.
Is it South Carolina?
North Carolina.
That's 3. Sean is picking up 2 points on that one. Getting it right on the bell. And Sabrina with a guess of 4, picking up 1 point.
Sick.
Now we have 3 questions remaining. Question 6. In 1928, Alexander Fleming was credited for discovering which powerful antibiotic? Sabrina.
That would be penicillin.
That is correct. Oh my God, you are on a roll.
Right now.
Penicillin is correct.
Stay humble.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said penicillin?
That would be 6.
6.
7.
7 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's getting it. Who is it? In 1928, Alexander Fleming was credited for discovering which powerful antibiotic?
Amoxicillin?
That is penicillin.
Penicillin.
Oh, penicillin.
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 Benadryl.
Penicillin.
Benadryl.
That would be 6. Oh, Reese. 6. So Sabrina is hitting a 3-pointer on that one. And Sean and C-Lane with your guesses of 5 and 7, picking up 1 point each. Questions. Is everyone all right?
Good.
Is everyone having a good time?
They're so
still?
quiet because I'm winning.
Yeah.
All right. I get to come back next week, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 7. Recently, thousands of protesting students. Sabrina.
Students. That would be in the... I had a whole other answer until you said students. I'm going to go with the Great College of California State.
That is incorrect. Recently, thousands of protesting students have blocked highways and nighttime quests for dumplings. In which Asian country?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
China.
China's correct.
All right.
C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said China?
Nighttime quest for dumplings. That sounds fun.
Yeah. That's why it's like...
I want to go on a quest for dumplings right now.
Sounds a little dirty.
Let's go with 6.
6.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question 7 with answers of 4.
Okay, Sean.
4, 5, and 6. Let's see who knows their good morning
Ding, ding,
dumplings.
ding, 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 ding.
Someone's getting it right on the money. Who could it Recently, thousands of protesting students have blocked highways and nighttime quests for dumplings. In which Asian country?
China?
Oh, in China. China.
China.
China.
Japan.
South Korea?
I'm going to have to go with China.
It would be 6. So a 3-pointer for C-Lane there. And Sean with your guess of 5, picking up 1 point.
Broke 300, baby. At least if I'm not going to win for Brandon, break 300.
That is
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have 1 question remaining. But before we do that, let's look at the leaderboard. In first place with 12 points, that would be Sabrina/Melissa. In second place with 8 points, C-Lane/Brandon. And in third place with 6 points, Sean/Tony.
We lost him.
So, oh no.
What's wrong, dude? Did you just pass out?
I think so. No, he's fine.
No, I'm good. Okay.
Are you smelling your own fart?
No, that wasn't it. This is trying to regroup. I think I'm good to go.
Okay.
Question 8. What is the capital of Kenya? C-Lane.
Kenya.
Kenya City.
Kenya City is incorrect.
Not even dancing around.
What is
Sean.
Sean?
I don't know this. Ugumbo.
That's incorrect.
Damn it.
Sabrina.
That
would be Lafayette.
It would be Nairobi.
Oh, yeah.
C-Lane, you got questions.
Sean has gone full Harrison Ford. The more he loses this game, he's like,
Get off my plane.
Sean. Ugumbo.
C-Lane, you got question 7 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Nairobi?
2.
1.
1 for Sabby.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question 8.
Wait. No.
Uh-oh.
4.
4 for Sean. Question 8 with answers of 1, 2, and 4. Let's see if people are ending on a high note today.
Ding, 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 ding.
Somebody is. Who could it be? What is the capital of Kenya?
Oh, man, I'm not going to get it. Djibouti.
Oh, Jesus. Nobody's going to know that. Nigeria.
I don't know. Pass.
Nairobi?
I have no clue.
Timbuktu. Literally no clue. I couldn't say Nairobi.
That's correct.
Seriously?
No, that's correct.
Yes.
That would be 2.
The excitement.
It was a Hail Mary, 2. So C-Lane is picking up 2 points, and Sabrina is picking up 1 point, and that means we end the day in first place with 13 points. Sabrina/Melissa, congratulations. In second place with 10 points, C-Lane/Brandon. And in third place with 6 points, Sean/Tony. That means in first place on Fritz on the Street, and still leading with 303 points, Mr. Christopher Lane. In second place with 288 points, Miss Sabrina Umbra.
Okay.
And in third place with 247 points, Mr. Sean Walson. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz!
Thank you, Fritzy.
Always fun to play Fritz on the Street. We love Fritz. He's the best. And if you want to follow along with what's happening in Fritz's world, the first thing I would suggest you do is follow him online. Go to thenewsjunkie.com/share. You'll see where all of Fritz's socials are, including Instagram, where he's no_regrets_coyote. You'll see all the stuff that Fritz posts. You could go to Fritz's Funhouse Trivia on Tuesday nights and take part in this live. That would be very fun, and I think you should do it. And all around, just keep up with what's happening with Fort Fritz and everything in the world of our friend Fritz. So thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Are you going to hang out with us today? Are you going to be spending time with us?
I would love to, yeah. You know, until I travel on to see Dwight Yoakam.
All right. Yeah, people were
what are
saying,
the hits from Dwight Yoakam?
Oh, Fast as You, 1,000 Miles from Nowhere.
I don't know that one.
'Cause I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
I don't know that one. I know Dwight Yoakam, though. He was big 90s country. I know him. It's just not those songs that I know. And I can't. If you started singing it, I'd be like right there with you. And I'd know the words because I was into country in the 90s, like Tim McGraw time.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, he was like kind of alt country before that was even a thing. You know,
but it's like a line dancing kind of concert. Everyone sits and.
No, I think this will be more of a mixed crowd.
Gotcha.
Let me see. Hang on.
Do you think this is a stand-up concert or a sit-down and enjoy concert?
I'm going to be standing up.
All right.
Because, we don't have sit-down seats.
Oh, okay. So there's a pit. There's a GA pit then.
Yeah.
This guy has been making music for a very long time, just for the record. He's got a Wikipedia that I am scrolling. He has many different albums over the years.
He's a hell of a songwriter.
What's the big one? It must be like 98.
All right,
These
so
arms,
we got a
things
lot
change
in the
now.
list here.
The one that I recommend is Fast as You or 1,000 Miles from Nowhere.
All right, so 1,000 Miles from Nowhere is...
I don't know that one.
Off the bat, I'm not recognizing it.
Maybe Ain't That Lonely Yet.
Oh, Ain't That Lonely Yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
That sounds a little bit more familiar to me.
It's Honky Tonky.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Very.
I might be saying that wrong. Seemed wrong. Okay. Do not get involved in a wall of death tonight, Fritz. We don't want to see you squished in one of those.
I'm going to see Guar.
Oh, nice.
Tonight?
Tonight is Guar.
Oh, man.
This will be my first.
How was the show last night?
So great. I got to be honest. I think your wife is going to...
Wait, who is this?
This was the Cher show.
Oh,
so it wasn't Cher, but it's the musical based off of Cher's life. And I was pleasantly surprised. Saw it over at Dr. Phillips. I think it's there until the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a great time. It really was. And I think it's a kind of a cruise ship vibe of a show.
Okay, so fun.
But if you love Cher and you love to
campy,
dance,
would you say it was campy?
I would say campy for sure, especially with the two older ladies that were dressed just like Cher.
I was going to say, how many people dress like Cher?
There was a good amount of people dressed like
When
Cher.
I went to Book of Mormon, there were quite a handful of people.
Oh, people dressed up for that?
They dressed like Mormons.
Huh.
Oh, it's so big.
Are they actually Mormons?
Speaking of Mormons, I watched that Heretic movie last night, and Mormons are not. Mormons are not going to be fond of that movie.
I plan to watch The Substance tonight.
I will do the same, and then did you guys watch the Zodiac speaking on Netflix?
I didn't even think I heard that.
This one's fascinating. They actually found him. Like, they actually
the
found
guy?
the Zodiac, and they talked to all of the kids that he looked over.
Oh, my God.
Throughout his Zodiac times. It popped up out of nowhere.
Like the killer?
Yeah. And it was 3 episodes of a docuseries. I found it to be extremely fascinating. And then once you thought, because I've seen all the Zodiac documentaries, even the movie, very famous. But that 3rd episode really put you in a twist. I'll tell you
3
that
is
much.
a good number. That's not too far. Sometimes they do too many damn episodes. Okay, we're way behind. We're going to do a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk about these things that were teased. Haiti and what's happening with these planes getting shot there, for one. Also, we got some emails rolling in we have to get to, Senate Majority Leader stuff. We'll have some fun. We'll have some drama. It'll all be there for you, and it's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, we'll talk about Cuddles. I'll explain. At 4 o'clock, it's Animal House with Daryl Payne. At 4:20, we talk to our buddy Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel. For trivia, it's tickets to TSO and the Central Florida International Auto Show. At 6 o'clock, we talk to our buddy Ross Padgett. Plus, 4 opportunities for you to win $1,000 in your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound at Hancock Road. It's off to the left shoulder now. Traffic is backed up from Oakland Exchange, the ramp from Kirkman Road to State Road 408 westbound. That is blocked due to a vehicle fire there. And just travel with caution around there. There's police activity and emergency vehicles on the roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Bring your forecast into focus with WESH 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
WESH 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang.
Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party?
Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. WESH 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Get up to 50% off New South Windows and Doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Hey, this is Kyle Brandt. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brandt. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes. Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
I hope, like hell, it doesn't hit the state of Florida or anywhere else where you may be listening right now, but it's definitely something that we're going to keep our eyes on. It could be Hurricane Sara, it could be bad. There's a lot of unfortunate news surrounding this storm, so we're definitely going to keep an eye on it. over to you. Your dispatches in just a moment. I said yesterday, which was one of our no drinking days, and we decided let's go to the movies. We saw that movie Heretic, and I saw afterwards there was all these people leaving reviews behind, and they'd go 1 star. This movie was anti-religion, and as a Mormon, I was particularly upset about this, and I said, you purchased a ticket to a movie called Heretic.
Heretic, yeah.
How did you not know
what that word means?
Yeah, like you didn't know what you were getting into. All the previews for the movie made it very clear there were going to be these Mormon girls who were going to Hugh Grant's house, and he was going to do something when they got there. It was pretty clear that this was a movie about religion, but some people seem to be very stumped by the fact that that's what they ended up getting in the end.
Like, religion in the sense of, is the evil spirit involved, or this is just the screwed up
organized religion?
Human.
Overall, what this was, and I've heard this a million different times, it's a takedown of organized religion. If you've not seen something like, what is it, Religiosity? What's the documentary? Religulous? Yes, that's it. Thank you, Fritz. Religulous. If you haven't seen something like that, you don't know much maybe about the different histories of religion in the world. And if you don't know that, you'll be surprised by some of the things you hear from Hugh Grant. And much of it is actually true.
And that was Bill Maher, I believe, right?
Yeah, Bill Maher in his documentary put some light on this a while ago. And it's a little one-sided, and they talk about how religion is to control people, et cetera, et cetera.
This was kind of the documentary.
Point. No, Heretic I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, it's not incredibly scary.
Oh.
It's much more thriller than
psychological.
Psychological, absolutely. Then it is horror movie. You're not going to be jumping too much. You're not going to be shrieking too much. It's not those things. But I got to tell you, I don't know what it is.
You don't like him?
I love Hugh Grant. He is one of my favorites.
I really like Hugh Grant.
I like him so much. And when I see his face in the movie from the initial scene and see the way he talks to people, I'm reminded just how much I like that dude. And he can do no wrong by me, so I'm vested in this one. I thought it was fun. I thought it was good. Some of the reviews were, this felt like the longest hour and 51 minutes of my life. I found myself on the edge of my seat wanting to go home like the girls in the film. I'm beginning to wonder if I went to the other side and back again. As I tuned in and out of concentration, listening to the gibberish that was spewed into my ears, and they talk about some stuff in the movie that you wouldn't quite get. But I think
that seems like it's an effective movie then, is it not? If it's a psychological horror?
Yeah, I think it's meant to mess with you a little bit, especially if you're a religious person. It's going to make you challenge some of your thoughts. That's the point. But it also, through the young women, gives the arguments of the religious people, including Mormons as well. And I wouldn't say it's shockingly different than Book of Mormon, because if you're a Mormon and you hear, oh, the South Park guys did a musical making fun of us as Mormons. Yeah, but I don't think it's the most unfair, uncharitable thing in the world. It's not just crapping on Mormons the whole time.
I will tell you, I went to Book of Mormon many years ago when I came to Orlando for the first time. Mm-hmm. But this last run, someone that I work with is a former Mormon.
Yeah.
For Mormon is what they call them now. But it was just a couple years ago that he officially left the Mormon church, and then goes to see Book of Mormon, and one, loved it, but two, was just blown away by how, based on what he said, on point, like the songs were exactly out of the book.
Yeah.
And the lyrics. And so where you think, as someone who does not know a lot about the Mormon religion, kind of just basing off of the documentaries I've seen, the bad stuff, I would have assumed that was like them playing a joke, and that's not the real lyrics. They're just making it extreme, but it was the actual words that were used in the song.
But I don't think either one of those things is like just so uncharitable and mean and negative about the religion that they're targeting. And if it were, then I would say, okay, the Mormons shouldn't go see this because this is going to be mean to you and it's going to be not fair and et cetera, et cetera. I think if you're a Mormon, you could still enjoy this. I actually believe that. Jackie on YouTube says it was great. Eric says, oh, wait, hold on. Who else was it that had seen this? Night Nurse said, agree, Sean, great movie, and I so love Hugh Grant. If you like Hugh Grant, you will probably like this movie. That's the way it goes.
So did you get a chance to check it out on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, it's doing pretty well on there, I think.
Surprisingly well, yeah.
Yeah, it was just some people that went in and they're religious. Like, we had a guy in our theater who goes out and he's shaking his head and he goes, that was weird. And I'm like, sir, what did you think you were going into? It's a movie called Heretic. It's about religion. Like, the trailer had it all right there. Some people are just shockingly, mind-numbingly dumb, but there you go. That's what I thought about that. We got to get to, let's get to one thing real quick. Senator John Thune from South Dakota is the new Senate Majority Leader. It will not be Rick Scott, as was suggested for a second.
Ricky.
And MAGA fans are not happy about this. This is not what they wanted. This is seen as a Republican check on Trump from Mitch McConnell and his side of power. And just as an example, in 2016, Senator John Thune tweeted, Donald Trump should withdraw and Mike Pence should be our nominee effective immediately. This was back in 2016. He was against Trump there. He now says, I'm extremely honored to have earned the support of my colleagues to lead the Senate in the 119th Congress. And I'm beyond proud of the work we have done to secure our majority in the White House. This Republican team is united behind President Trump's agenda, and our work starts today, he says. So there's the information. John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader. We'll see how that goes. We got to take a quick break. We'll get back to this thing about Haiti. We got jury duty coming up. We got this email coming in. We got Cuddles and Consent that I want to talk to C-Lane about. This weird thing, weird times. And all of that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Direct Auto.
Franz Wagner put up 32 points, helping the Magic knock off the Hornets in their opening game of the NBA Cup tournament. The Magic right back at it tonight, hosting the Pacers. College hoops, UCF picks up a win, putting up 100 points and edging FAU. Oregon remains number one in this week's college football playoff poll, followed by Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, and Indiana. Action Saturday includes Florida hosting number 22 LSU. I'm Matt McCoy.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Mills Air has been in business since 1992. If you like somebody with some experience, not some fly-by-night company, when your AC goes south, you go to Mills Air. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer getting you huge rebates if you get a brand new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to Mills Air. For preventative maintenance, they could save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown before it happens. 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? It's not a plane or a ship ride away. It's not across an ocean or over the equator. It's not even a far drive. The peak of freshness is at your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lind. If you hire an attorney solely based off a commercial, you might as well just flip a coin. My advice is simple. Check out their Google reviews, find out how long they've been practicing law, and actually call them before you sign anything. We're talking about your future. It's important. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Orlando's top-rated comedy club and restaurant is The Funny Bone, located at Point Orlando. The Funny Bone guarantees the best live comedy experience, welcoming the top touring talent to our stage. This week, The Funny Bone welcomes Ashley Griffin on November 15th and November 16th. Thursday nights on the side stage, we host the best open mic in the Central Florida area. Check out our star-studded calendar and showtimes online at orlando.funnybone.com. Full kitchen and full bar available with parking discounts offered to all guests who park in the Point Orlando garage. Get your tickets now at orlando.funnybone.com.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You may have heard Wawa has pizza, but did you know that Wawa has pizza at a really great price? Right now, get a personal-sized 14 or 16-inch Wawa pizza for just $6, $8, or $10. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Because sometimes infighting amongst friends is exactly what you need to lower the volume on the voices in your head. Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Radio 104.1. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
I thought the Heretic movie was very interesting and entertaining. Some of the scenes had me on edge. I think a lot of people will take it that way. If you're not sensitive about that stuff and you have an open mind, I think you'll be fine with it. If not, you might not take it as well. Jury duty is coming up in just a moment. Sealand's got a big event coming up in about 4 days.
I do not have this event.
Congratulations.
I just saw an ad for it, and I thought it seemed really weird.
What's the
I wish
event?
you well. Oh, you haven't heard of this, Sabrina. It's called Cuddles and Consent is the name of the event.
I would hope consent comes before the cuddles, but go on.
It's a free-form cuddle party, so you got to work your way through this. A free-form cuddle party is maybe not for everybody.
Uh-huh.
But how'd you even find this, Elaine?
It's advertising on Instagram.
There's a Pornhub link.
Yeah, but your algorithm is different.
Let me see if
I don't even want to
up.
look it up. Tell me more.
Cuddles and Consent is the name of it. I'm bringing it up here.
Does it say the amount of people that have RSVP'd?
I don't know if it does. But there's a bunch of people cuddling each other here in the promo photo for Cuddles and Consent.
At
Lots
least
of repeat
4
customers.
Of those, yeah.
At least
but
4
I don't
of what?
know, like, that you would just randomly cuddle with in a free-form way?
I wouldn't cuddle with any of these people. Nothing against them.
Look at the guy on the right. Even in the promo photo, no one wants to cuddle with him.
No.
Yeah, they're all like scooped up in these pillows. It says Cuddles and Consent. Improve your communication skills, make new friends, and unwind with a platonic touch in a facilitated cuddle space. And the tickets are $19. It's 3.5 hours of cuddling, which seems, I got to tell you, it seems excessive.
30 minutes tops.
I don't think the whole thing is the cuddling. I think you have to learn about the consent first.
Oh, okay. So it's like the muster drill for the event, and then they go, here's what you do, here's what you... Aside from learning healthy communication skills, physical contact plays a vital role in our physical and psychological health.
That is
true.
It does, but not like in, I don't know, for me at least, going to an event where I don't know anybody and then getting my cuddle on.
I mean, if you're lonely and you don't have anyone, why not?
This is also weird. It says the location on this Eventbrite page is not the actual location, but it's nearby. The actual private address will be sent to you a week before the event. Limited space is available.
Do they have media passes?
They might. They could. Look at the spread. The spread is okay. We got some crackers and some veggies. we got a couple of Dixie cups and whatnot. So you get your snack on.
I have a better spread having one person over at my house.
All right, here's what we got. Some agreements we'll cover during the event. No touching with the intent to arouse, they say. So this
is a completely non-sexual
Then I'm out.
environment.
All of my touches are arousing.
Ask for help if you need it, they say. Consent is required. In this space, informed consent means we encourage very specific requests.
Can I touch you?
A yes is a yes, and a maybe is a no.
Okay.
And you're encouraged to change your mind every time, they said. Yeah, they look like they're having a fun time. It's,
Wait, scroll back up. What does it say about alcoholic beverages?
I didn't see that. Where was that?
I thought it said something.
Oh, no, I just did see it. Okay. All touches are optimal, even with the guided activities. If you don't meet with anybody you'd like to cuddle with, you don't need to. You aren't required to
stand
touch
there and watch
or cuddle with anybody. There will also be separate non-cuddling social spaces with snacks and non-alcoholic drinks. So
Wait.
I don't think there's alcohol at all.
So in order to get the snacks, you just have to be the person who doesn't cuddle with anybody?
Yeah, and you can't touch anybody by the snacks. It specifically says that.
Like, even if, I meant to grab that cheese cube.
Yeah, you cannot do anything over there.
You're kicked out.
No pictures. The only exception to the rule is the last 5 minutes you'll be invited to the big cuddle puddle for some photos at the end. You can choose if you want to be in the photos or not. It will only be for marketing for the event. This must be a cuddle puddle right here. All these people just having a good time.
Here's the thing for them. Like,
they're not hurting anything.
They're not. And we wouldn't know about this if there was not some sort of Instagram promotion.
Or C-Lane on Pornhub, clicking on the link.
Yeah. I'm not going to hate on anybody.
This is not the kind of ads that they have on Pornhub.
Who finds their niche. However, it's just like, I think there is a better way to promote it because there are some great benefits to people who are very lonely and don't ever get touched by people. And that's very important for a human for the most part. So I get where this comes from. However, it's not just a very engaging promotion for strangers who've never been to a cuddle party.
People are asking about the personal hygiene requirements. It does say.
It does say?
It says, and we encourage everybody to be clean, fresh, and not wear any perfume or any other strong scents. Some people are sensitive or even allergic to strong smells, so don't go in there stinking. They don't want that at all.
Imagine you met your partner at a Cuddles and Consent event.
Yeah,
you guys are making up a story about how this happened, right? You guys, we met on Tinder
not
or something.
Not when all your friends are cuddle people too. I feel like this is a group of people that all know each other.
They might. They seem familiar in that photo, but then again, they're all cuddling, so maybe it just looks like they know each other.
When I joined a cappella in college, it was very clear that everyone knew each other, and I did not. And then once they heard my beatboxing skills, they were like, yeah, you're one of us. Come on in. And we cuddled.
All right. You cuddled during... All right. Okay.
We're not sharing personal stories at
all?
No,
it's fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it.
Perfect. Awesome.
Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. It's going to take me a while to remember this. 800-CALL-MO. 800-CALL-MO is the phone number. 1-800-CALL-MO. After an accident, reach out to Mo DeWitt and the crew. They are there to help you out and stand by you to go against the insurance companies. So just dial them up, 800-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. Okay, let's get to this Haiti flight thing. We talked about one of these, but we did not talk about the fact that there wasn't just one flight that was shot at over Haiti. There were three total. Yeah, three different flights.
JetBlue, all Spirit?
Spirit was one. You're saying JetBlue.
JetBlue was one.
And maybe we'll hear about the third from this. But they just started firing on these flights, these just commercial flights. Now the FAA, has said no flights to Haiti for at least 30 days. We're not doing this. This is not happening. Let's get caught up here.
Video of a Spirit airline where there's a bullet hole, and that was what you were just seeing right there. We do want to bring you the very latest as we have learned that the FAA has announced that it will prohibit U.S. airlines from flying to Haiti for 30 days after gangs shot a Spirit Airlines flight. And this is video of that airplane in there. That is the gunshot. And you can actually see the damage that was left behind.
You know what's annoying? They have 15 seconds of video, so they are looping it over and over again. But it was from various airlines, and there was a JetBlue one. Fritz is right about that. Also, American Airlines as well. And then the original one, I believe, that we were discussing a couple of days ago. And now they're saying you can't fly into Port-au-Prince. It's too dangerous. There's a bunch of gangs around the airport. They've now taken to opening fire on these commercial flights, and that is no good.
Yikes.
Quite obviously, that is not a good thing at all. All right, quickly, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody talking about watching the show or listening to the show at higher speeds, which we discussed yesterday. Some people are even watching stuff on Instagram at 1.5x. I can't do that myself, but to each their own. T says, hey, Sean, I don't watch Netflix at higher speeds, but once in a while I've listened to your show at 1.5 just to catch up if I'm too far behind. I don't do that anymore since you can miss the nuance and comedy at higher speeds.
That is correct.
Now I just skip past the dispatches and sponsor ad plugs. Sorry, Mo and Don. How dare you? But I still listen to the emails because you edit them, says T, just like this one. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Or ma'am, I don't know. I just got a T. That's all I have next to your name, so I'll have to take it at that. All right, when we come back, a person faked their own death, and how they did this, well, I got all the details right in front of me. We'll go over this together. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on State Road 429 northbound before West Road. Traffic is backed up from Plant Street there, and the left lane is blocked. Authorities are still working on that accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound at Hancock Road off to the left shoulder. Expect heavy congestion in that area, and the ramp from Kirkman Road to State Road 408 westbound, that is still blocked. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Refresh your ride. It is the Central Florida International Auto Show. It's going down the 14th, that's tomorrow, through the 17th at the Convention Center. This is where you're going to get a close-up look at all the hottest new cars, trucks, and SUVs. You'll test drive vehicles right at the show. It's going to be a blast, fun for the family. Go in there and do something different. It's the Central Florida International Auto Show. Get your ticket right now at OrlandoAutoshow.com.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
The Daytona 500 is a race where victory is life-changing and career-defining. Every moment means more here, creating a significance and unpredictability that amplifies the experience for both the drivers and fans alike. Don't miss the 67th running of the Daytona 500 on Sunday, February 16th at Daytona International Speedway. Your chance to win tickets now at realradio.fm/contests. For ticket information on the 2025 Daytona 500 and Speed Weeks presented by Advent Health, log on to www.daytona500.com or call 1-800-PIT-SHOP.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with Dayquil VapoCool. It's Dayquil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is Dayquil VapoCool.
Dayquil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Are you a chronic interrupter? Incapable of letting other people talk? Do those people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should go to Mattress Firm. They have a 120-night sleep trial so you can get your money back if a bed's not right. That way anyone, even someone...
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
The model year is over. Drive new 2024 Nissans from $18,900 at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio.
The biggest stories of the day in all their glory and insanity. You're listening to the new.
Somebody gave it a shot, and we'll talk about their story in just a moment. As always, if you missed any of the show, you can go to the website, thenewsjunkie.com. That's where you'll see, well, the latest show is there, number one, but you can see the links for the podcast, iHeartRadio, et cetera, et cetera. So subscribe for free and make sure you're keeping up with the show. We'll get to some of your dispatches in a moment or two here, but a Wisconsin man apparently faked his own drowning this summer. Why? He was tired of his family. Ooh. He wanted to abandon his family and flee to Eastern Europe, investigators say.
Wait, you can do that?
You can. Turns out you can.
Okay, I feel like he did the wrong way if he got caught.
You're going to get arrested for it, but you can actually do it beforehand. Green Lake County Sheriff Mark Podol said in a news release that the sheriff's office informed his agency that a man named Ryan Borgwart of Watertown had gone missing after he went kayaking on Green Lake. Borgwart's wife said he texted her at 10:49 p.m. saying he was headed to shore.
Forever.
They located his vehicle and trailer near the lake. They also found his overturned kayak with a life jacket attached to it on the lake in an area where the waters run more than 200 feet deep. Then they found his fishing pole a little bit after that, and they thought this guy had died. They thought that he had drowned. They looked everywhere. Sonar, they were using all the technology, and they couldn't find this guy. But now they found out he faked everything and went to Europe to flee his entire family to get away from them.
Is there not another way of going about this? If you were just to get up and leave, is there a lot, like what was he avoiding? Obviously, besides the awkward conversation.
Yeah, what was the motive?
Like, is there a lot money-wise? Or?
It says he wanted to abandon his family and flee to Eastern Europe. It didn't say any of the extra reasons why from the Associated Press. The story didn't. But you could imagine, like, something's going down here. And I always think the same thing. When somebody kills somebody or they do something like this, I said, well, just get divorced.
Like something happened.
Right.
I do appreciate, though, that he didn't kill his entire family to get out of the situation.
Yeah, super nice of him not to do that. Ryan Borg, what a name. Borgwart is this guy's name.
Sounds like he's probably already had a pretty tough time. Old Borgwart.
Yeah, it's not a good name to grow up with. So here's, I guess, the Today Show was talking about this. Let's see what they say about this guy. Maybe we can get some more motive.
From Wisconsin, left to go fishing and never came home. What happened next, Sheriff Mark Podol says, left everybody stunned. Signs the father of three faked his own death.
Have you, in your professional law enforcement experience, ever seen any case that even approximates this?
No. And I've been in law enforcement for 42 years and never experienced anything like this.
In the immediate hours and days after Borgwart's reported disappearance, search teams found a capsized kayak.
Yeah, they thought it was dead.
In the deepest part of the lake, his van and trailer parked by the boat launch, and eventually his fishing rod and a tackle box that also contained his keys and a wallet.
But this dude, he had a whole family. This guy had 3 kids, and he's got a wife, and he just ditches all of them.
I'll just leave him with a little bit of trauma. Disappear.
My God. How bad were these kids?
If his wallet was left behind, what do you think he planned on using as identification, like his passport?
He must have. And they must have seen that his passport was activated to get out of the country or something.
Did he not notice that did he go with no money?
They said
did
the search for him.
Money from his
the search for him went on for more than 50 days. So for quite a while, they just had no idea where the guy was. Let's see if they say more about how he was able to go to Europe.
Information, including inquiries about moving funds to foreign banks.
All right.
Communication with the woman from Uzbekistan. Even a $375,000 life insurance policy purchased in January. The sheriff says his passport was checked by Canadian authorities the day after his reported disappearance.
All right, so they saw he used that passport and started tracking him down.
Is he in custody?
I think so. Hold on, though. Let's see.
And in early October, Borgwart's wife and relatives learned the search was turning into an investigation. On Friday, the sheriff speaking directly to Borgwart.
I plead that you contact us or contact your family.
All right, so he's not back yet.
So there's no criminal charges.
There will be.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But what would they be? Like
filing a false police report? Or
But he didn't file a false police report.
Just because you left your kayak.
Yeah, but there's a workaround, I want to say, like because of the man hours spent and the money spent by the organization.
Maybe compelling somebody to file the false police report?
Well, sure, but what is it not illegal to leave your stuff on the ground and go to Europe if you want to?
Just really, really basic here. Insurance fraud. If the guy took out an insurance policy on himself and then disappeared and was like trying to cash in.
You don't get that money.
He was trying to. That's one of the ways they found him. He was reaching out to the insurance company about a couple of things, and then he was also trying to transfer his money to an international bank. That's what it looks like they got him. That's how they tripped him up, I guess.
What an idiot.
It said, here, it says, we found out that he moved funds to a foreign bank, changing his email and communication with a woman from Uzbekistan. They said,
come on. What are you doing?
They said he took out a $375,000 life insurance policy in January and purchased our airline cards. Due to these discoveries of new evidence, we're sure that Ryan was not in our lake, and they know he's out there someplace. So
he's not in our lake, guys. Pack it up.
They haven't announced what the charges are. See, it says our goal is to identify any crimes that have been committed. So they're not saying just yet, like, here's exactly what we have him on, but clearly I think
then you have the chief, like,
him.
Please come back here. Contact your family.
Yeah, this is really taking man hours away from, and women hours away from cases that we need solved.
But he's not going to reach out to them at all.
It depends. Depends if he's in a country where he'll get in trouble or get extradited or not. They talked about a woman from Uzbekistan. So maybe let's say that he flew from Canada to Uzbekistan. C-Lane, can you see if Uzbekistan has an extradition agreement with the United States? And then if they do, they'll just send his ass back if that's where he is, in fact. But that's going to be a whole damn mess cleaning that thing up.
Expensive, I imagine.
Do you think he's also sent money to Nigerian princes?
No, I don't know. This guy doesn't seem like he had all his I's dotted and his T's crossed necessarily. He thought he could get away with this, and it looks like it might catch up to him at some point. There's some of you who are saying, who hasn't thought of this? Bong Knight says he's thought of this before.
Hey, guys, who hasn't thought about that if you have kids? I mean, should I be saying this out loud? But, oh well. Peace.
According to Google, the United States does not have an extradition treaty or mutual legal assistance agreement with Uzbekistan.
Clever girl.
Uzbekistan's criminal code also states that an Uzbek national cannot be extradited for a crime committed in another country unless an international agreement or treaty allows it, which I don't, that would not include this gentleman.
Yeah, so they have both middle fingers pointed right at us.
Damn. So they're just begging him to come back because if he doesn't,
he's gone.
He's just gone.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like if he was able to successfully squander away some money to restart his future, he might be not in the clear, but he might be untouchable if he's in Uzbekistan or travels to a different country. I don't know what he would do passport wise.
He might be millionaire rich over there.
Sure. Or in 3-4 years, he's going to realize that there was kind of a crisis moment and probably ask how his kids are doing.
One thing's for sure, he's not going to be able to leave that country because all you have to do is travel into any other country that extradites back to the U.S. Not that he has a passport or anything, but he would be getting caught up in all of that. And it was Mo Manji, the realtor. Go ahead.
It always makes me think of way back in the day when they had those Post-Secret books.
Oh, yeah.
I think I told you guys before that I had a copy of them, and one of the
confessions.
One of the secrets in Post-Secret was my family thinks I died on 9/11. And I go, man, that's dark, A, but B, what do you do after that? Where did you go? I mean, obviously they would have to figure out whether or not you access some funds or, did the passport thing. If anything like that actually happened outside of 9/11 or in conjunction with 9/11, then I haven't heard anything in the news about it.
I can't imagine living with a lie that big. I can't imagine hating my family so much that I would be willing to do that, but some people, that happens, I guess. All right, let's get in a dispatch here. Let's see what we got. Here is Sean talking about the storm debris we mentioned. Hello.
Hey, Sean, Sabrina, C-Lane, what's up?
Hey.
It's been a while since I dispatched. Audio is nice and crisp. I have an iPhone, unfortunately. I really wish I had my Samsung. And the tree removal
Some wind
and
chimes, too.
Disposal. We do it the good old my mom's friend's house.
Oh, it's
So
skipping.
cut down some-
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go past you, Sean.
I thought I was going crazy, so I'm glad you said that.
I feel like I C-blocked Mo Manji, the realtor.
Yeah, let me get to him real quick. Here's his. It's usually clear.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. C-Lane, I don't know if you saw that Silo is coming back this week.
Yeah, baby.
I have to catch up with the old episodes to remind me what I missed this whole time or what I don't remember. But take it easy. Hope it's a good season. Love you, Fritz. Bye.
Love you. What the hell is Silo?
Oh, it's a great show on Apple TV Plus.
Reached across the thing. and
I just watched the
slapped you.
first Penguin episode. I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Y'all are.
Yeah.
And they haven't watched it either. All of you are in for a very
just that first
wonderful
episode.
treat.
You'll be like, okay.
You're in.
Penguin has gotten a lot of traction. That show's really taken off.
I promise
and
it's worth it.
It's fantastic.
I avoided it for the longest time until I think it was Ross had said, "Oh, it's good. It's not the Batman thing. It's more of the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix style, in which doesn't really have anything to do with Batman."
Takes place in Gotham, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a familiar area at least, and then
Yeah,
you
it's
get
definitely
to,
in the Batman
How
universe.
long has it been since Silo though? Like, what happened?
Yeah, that was I think that may have been one of the movies they filmed during COVID, and then afterwards we had the strike, and I don't think they got caught up in some of that stuff, unfortunately. But we're that's what we're doing right now. We're rewatching. We're up to like 4 or 5 rewatching those.
The last episode of Silo was released June 30th, 2023. And then the next one comes out on the 15th. That's just 2 days from now.
Oh, that's not bad.
So excited.
It's not too bad. Some of these are a long time between seasons. I hate that. There's a lot of people being picked right now for Trump's upcoming cabinet. He's been in Washington with Biden today. And one of them was the Secretary of Defense that Trump is picking. And it's a guy named Pete Hegseth. And the first thing that I learned about this guy that I thought was interesting, because he's kind of a controversial pick, was he was on Fox and Friends, on Fox News one time.
Yeah, he was a host.
Here's the clip of him. Okay, they were doing an axe throwing thing. Number one, already alarm bells here. The axe throwing setup on Fox News.
Oh my God.
The target is up here, and there's not enough blocking the people who are on the other side from getting hit with one of these axes when they throw it.
Yeah, it's also as far up, like as high as you can go on this little platform wall.
That's perfect.
Right. It should have been in the
Can't
middle.
wait to see what happened.
So Pete Hegseth, this guy that might be Secretary of Defense, here he goes.
Who's going to win this battle?
Oh, no!
Right over the top.
I'm putting my money on
Fritz called it.
Clayton.
Watch.
Oh, right over.
Right, ready?
Oh, it hit a drummer.
It hit a drummer boy.
Jesus.
He legitimately threw the axe over, and it hit this guy right here. Boom.
Oh, my God.
Oh, hit him right on the
and the guy's
And
gonna
other drummers keep playing. Show must go on.
Hit the guy with the axe on television. I said, Jesus.
He got so lucky
And I'm
that
sorry.
did not damage anything further. You know what I mean? Like he
that guy
easily
could've-
could have killed someone.
He could have died.
He now is what?
He's going to be, if he gets pushed through, the Secretary of Defense, this guy, Pete
He's
Hegseth
going to be running the Pentagon.
is the name. He's an Army combat veteran.
mean, of all the clips.
He did tours in Guantanamo Bay, Iraq, and then this thing is cut off. I think Afghanistan was the other one, possibly. And that
Was
guy's
he
name,
aiming weapons?
I'm sure he was, and I'm sure he's better at aiming weapons that are not axes, because that he is not quite good at.
Yeah, anybody could have done that, but that's wild that it was him, right?
That they allowed that also.
Yeah, that was.
Behaw says Sean called him a drummer boy. What am I supposed to say? It was a guy with a drum.
Drummer man?
It was a marching. It was like a comically large nutcracker drummer.
Yeah.
You know, it was not like. I mean, it's a marching snare
hurt
drum,
him, though.
but not like a modern one.
You could tell. It cut him up pretty good.
There's a marching snare drum, and the guy heaved an axe right at his arms. The guy's a drummer. You could have ruined his drumming career.
Oh, he's the Def Leppard understudy.
I don't know how they greenlit this and said, hey, here, we'll throw axes outside and we'll have drummers on the other side of the background where the axe thing is, right in harm's way.
You would
definitely
sue, right?
I think you could.
I think
they'd
they
have a
immediately
case.
settled. I imagine they immediately settled.
Fox News has money, and they've settled some lawsuits in the past. Papa John's is back. Papa John himself is on Twitter/X. I guess he got banned. I don't know what he got banned for, but It says, big shout out to @XTeam for getting me back on X. Papa's in the house. I am Papa John. So maybe he'll rise up and take over Papa John's with the struggle that they have going on. Not sure just yet, but it's an exciting time to be alive, and we'll keep an eye on that too. So many things to watch. There is something going on right now that I'm sure Fritz is at least somewhat aware of. There's currently a committee on oversight and accountability talking about UFOs today.
Yeah, there's a great Netflix documentary about it, or series, I should say.
These UFO hearings, they seem like they've been more frequent in the last decade or so.
They have, and they've also, it's crazy that they even exist to begin with, because this was all done behind closed doors, ever since the Majestic 12 program in the 50s.
Mm-hmm. Majestic 12, what's that?
It was a group, basically they were assembled under, I want to say Eisenhower or Truman, I think Truman, and they were to investigate the Roswell crash. Mm-hmm. And they were top secret, Q clearance, whatever you want to say. And there's been one whistleblower that talked before he died, and his story is fascinating.
I would love to hear more from these people, Fritz. But
did he die naturally or mysteriously?
He had blood cancer, so no.
one time we had one of these UFO people on the show, and we lined them up for an interview, and they were crazy.
Yeah, I think I was working that show. It was
might have been.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
So when you get them on the air, you go, I don't know if this is going to work right now. But this is interesting that they keep doing these, and I would love to hear more. The chat is full of people who are also very interesting, and this is available if you want to look at it online. UFO hearing, U.S. Congress. You'll see it from today. The Associated Press streamed the whole thing. A lot of that is coming out. And I don't know if there's any bombshells, but it's sort of interesting to take a look at those cases and
Sean,
see what people send.
You might like the Netflix series. I think it's called Investigation Alien or something like that, or UFO Investigation. It's got George Knapp, and he's a journalist for the past 50 years who's been living in Las Vegas, Nevada. And he's like a very well-known, well-respected ufologist. So he's going all over the world, like asking questions and uncovering things. And every couple of minutes, because he is a journalist, he says, "Now I'm not effectuating this to the alien phenomenon, but there does seem to be some sort of overlap." He's kind of like Art Bell. Really
is
cool.
He a coast-to-coast guy?
He is not. That would be George Noory, who took over from Art Bell. But he just stumbled into this story, and he talks about that too. But now he's like one of the most respected voices.
Yeah, there's a lot of testimony out there. Not a lot of great footage, as they're saying over on chat. BDMX Con says, interesting as camera quality has improved, quality of UFO footage has gotten worse.
Yes.
a lot of them have been from fighter jets and stuff, so they're kind of going fast, so I guess they got a good excuse. What do you think about all this? Let us know. We want to hear what you have to say. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we return, Chris Cuomo stunned some folks by revealing who he voted for. What did he say? I don't think you'll be able to predict this one. And more on Peanut the Squirrel. Peanut the Squirrel has returned. What's happening now? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes are blocked on State Road 429 northbound between Plant Street and West Road. The ramp from Florida's Turnpike northbound to State Road 429, that is partially blocked due to an accident. Authorities are still working on that accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near Hancock Road. Just travel with caution on the roadways. Move over and slow down if you see police activity. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center on James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season. But if you're injured, just call Mo.com.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
The Orlando Magic will host 2 Emirates NBA Cup games at the Kia Center. See the team on Tuesday, November 12th against the Charlotte Hornets and Friday, November 15th against the Philadelphia 76ers. Tickets at orlandomagic.com/NBA Cup.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on 47,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to tell me the name of a country without the letter A in its name. You know it? Text your answer to 96551 and you will get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals and entertainment included. Be one of the first 50 to text the name of a country without the letter A in its name and go on a 5-day cruise. Text your answer to 96551. That's 96551. Be one of the first 50 listeners to tell me a country without the letter A in its name and get a 5-day Caribbean cruise with all meals included, plus 4 days in Orlando for only $99. Text your answer to 96551. This is not a contest. It is a paid advertising by Guarantee Media with the purpose of soliciting sales on vacation ownership and not affiliated with iHeartMedia. Some terms and conditions apply.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. Imagine you deposit $100 in your bank every month for 20 years. And at the end of 20 years, you go in and try to make a withdrawal. And they say, no, we don't think you deserve this money. We don't want to give it to you. In fact, we're going to hire attorneys so that you don't get your money. That tends to be the way car insurance companies treat you when you file a claim. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Ooh, should we get an app?
appetizer? Nah, not for me. Trying to save some money, you know?
You know what you need? The Upside app. Gives you cash back on essentials like gas, groceries, and dining. You could earn up to $10 on every restaurant meal.
Upside? What's the catch?
No catch. Just download the free app, claim an offer, and get real cash back at places like Popeyes, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay, now that's the app I'm getting.
Download the Upside app and get a 10% bonus on your first restaurant purchase. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio. Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
We'll get into that in just a moment. We'll hear from more of you with some feedback rolling in before the end of the show on this lovely Wednesday. We're still hanging out with our friend Fritz, who is kind enough to join us on a Wednesday here, and we love having some Fritz time. And I also saw that, I don't know how you guys feel about this, My Chemical Romance just announced the Black Parade Tour.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you know what album they're playing?
They're playing the Black Parade.
The entire one. And then do you see the openers for some of the dates?
Yeah, Death Cab for Cutie.
And then
the Pixies.
Oh, Jesus.
Devo in Chicago.
Very interesting openers.
Devo is a twist. Wasn't expecting that for sure, but here you go. And they're going to be in Tampa, Florida. They'll be in Boston, Chicago, Toronto, Philadelphia, East Rutherford, New Jersey, Arlington, Texas, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Seattle.
Were you guys big fans of theirs?
I like them a lot.
I was big fans of that album. I love that album, and I would definitely go to this, especially if there's who's the opener for Tampa? Did it say, Sean?
It doesn't say by date. The thing I'm looking at doesn't have that listed out. It just says that each show will feature a different MCR selected artist as the opening act, including Death Cab for Cutie and Thursday in New Jersey, Pixies in Toronto, and
Evanescence for Tampa.
Hey,
come on,
interesting.
I mean,
They have
Amy's
a huge
great singer.
Yeah, she really is. They have a huge following too. So, and Tampa's a big rock town.
Yeah,
always has been.
I already got one concert on the horizon here because Courtney is literally begging to go to Creed. I go, okay, we'll go to Creed.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen her so excited about a concert, and it's all because all of those songs from Creed have been rejuvenated on different social media platforms.
So here's the thing, though. Like, the last time this most recent, like, surgence of them coming back, I saw this footage of them performing, and they, like, didn't do any of the old stuff. And it seemed like Scott was kind of on a high horse and just talking the whole time. So I'm wondering if this next tour is going to be feeding into the nostalgia, or you're just going to play one song towards the end and that's it.
I just want to see them do their thing and put on a good show.
All right, well, hold on. They played last night at the American Bank Center Arena in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Are you on set list?
I am on setlist.fm.
I was checking out.
Let's see. They did My Own Prison, Overcome, Weathered, One, With Arms Wide Open, Higher, One Last Breath, My Sacrifice.
Jesus.
Those are all big. Yeah. I've heard of all those songs, I think. Yeah, so she's interested in that. We'll probably end up going to that at some point.
Mars Volta and Deftones are coming too, I think.
Whatever happened to that guy from the Deftones? Wasn't there a guy who was not doing very well? Like the main dude, I thought, from the Deftones.
The bassist, Chi Chang? Oh, he passed away a couple years ago.
Did he end up dying?
He passed away in 2012, I believe, or 13.
Yeah, it was a tragic story about that whole thing. I've been watching this story out of New York and New York City in particular. This is the guy you may be familiar with. Daniel Penny is his name. He pinned a man named Jordan Neely to the floor of the train and had him in a chokehold. And then Jordan Neely ended up dying as a result of this.
He had that thing on for minutes, too, man. That was a long time.
In May of 2023, there were manslaughter charges placed against Daniel Penny. And right now, this case is underway. And I fear a couple of things here. And I'm serious about what I would do based on the outcome of this. Number one, if they find Daniel Penny guilty of this, I would never go back to New York City. I would never go back to New York City until things drastically change in that city. I don't think you can guarantee that people can get a fair trial in New York City.
They would immediately appeal that.
You have protesters who are right outside the courtroom where they bring the jurors by every single day screaming, he's a racist murderer, he's doing all this stuff. You have the prosecutor referring to him as the white guy, the white man over and over again, trying to hammer into the jury's head that this was like racist or something. You have an incredibly unbalanced trial where some of the people who are witnesses on Daniel Penny's side, they're scared to even testify. There's so much pressure against them. One guy started lying until they gave him immunity, the witness. They gave him immunity in the case. They said, we're not coming after you. This is not about you. He ended up testifying yesterday, and he said everybody on this train was scared to death. This guy said, I will die today. I will kill you. This guy hit one person. That's when Daniel Penny ended up grabbing him and subduing him and holding him back. And the people on the train, when they interviewed them afterwards, I saw the body cam footage because I wanted to watch this. I wanted to see what's going on. All the people on that train were like, thank God he did this. This guy was incredibly dangerous. We were all very scared. Now, am I sad that this Jordan Neely guy died? Yes, I wish he didn't die. But you should be able to defend yourself and others. And I think that what he did here was fine. I don't think he did anything wrong.
I don't disagree with you. It's just the amount of time he placed that man in that hold. You don't need over 60 seconds to make someone pass out.
Now,
and he was holding him. He held it. Yeah. It's like you can't do that.
From his perspective, he says that he wasn't maintaining the pressure.
So he was trying to get. Yeah, exactly.
He says he was holding him at first, and then he was just keeping him in the position without the pressure on this guy's throat.
That's going to be very hard to prove.
Well, when the cops arrived, he had a pulse. He was still breathing slightly at that time, and the cops did whatever they could to bring him back, but the cops wouldn't do CPR.
Why wouldn't they do that?
I don't know.
Because they thought him to be a drug addict, somebody who had drug abuse issues, and you put yourself at risk if you try to do any kind of mouth-to-mouth in a case like that.
I thought they got rid of mouth-to-mouth for CPR.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to do that.
I think they do for the most part, but there was even I forgot all the reasons why they said that they didn't want to engage with that.
I think they weren't equipped with that equipment then.
I think they did do.
What am I talking about?
I think they did do some chest compressions on this guy.
Now, you know what would be kind of a key piece of, it's not evidence necessarily, but like to see what it is to have someone in a chokehold. Is that footage of me getting in a chokehold.
Oh, yeah. You blacked out within, 7 seconds?
Yes. And and you could see at what time he let me go and how long it took for me to come to.
Yeah.
You man. The most ridiculous way.
She was fading. Yeah.
I was. Yeah. But that's, the time is there. And, I'm sure there's other factors to it, but as someone who was put in a chokehold with consent, I can tell you that any longer, and I think that I would have been dead or dealt with more damage.
Why don't we do a chokeholds and consents?
That's going to pop up in
as soon as she said consent, I go, how do we loop this back on the Cuddle thing?
Trini08 on YouTube says, Sean, welcome to America. Other people have had unfair trials for decades now. While you can defend, you don't choke somebody out exactly, Fritz. I've watched the video. I have watched the body cam footage. I don't think this person did anything wrong. I think he was a good man for stepping up and helping all the other people on this train.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have to just sit back and let people terrorize us and say, well, too bad. This is it. This is life on the subway. This is life in the big city. You get hit by the guy and you just take it. It's part of the process. It's unfortunate, but it shouldn't be that way. I would never go back to New York City if they found this guy guilty.
I agree.
Not that they're going to miss me. But.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's just the only thing was his adrenaline was ramped up, as you can imagine, right? And he held it for too long.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what the jury says. I don't know that he can get a fair trial, though, just the way this whole thing has been presented.
Yeah, I would,
The way, nothing about this, in my estimation, was about race at all, or should not have been, because I don't think that factored in. But the case is ongoing, and we'll see
what are we
happens.
only supposed to, to save a subway car full of people from a crazy person who says they're going to kill people if they're white?
You have to be careful. It's what it would appear. You have to be careful these days. Chris Cuomo stunned everybody by announcing who he voted for. Any guesses on who Chris Cuomo voted for?
Neither of them.
RFK Jr.
RFK Jr.? Nope. He voted for his brother, Andrew Cuomo, he said, in the election, which you'll remember he was the governor of New York who was forced to resign in 2021. So everybody's going, who'd you vote for? Was it Trump or Kamala? And he said, I wrote in my brother's name. And then you know what he did? On a podcast recording, he showed the camera his vote, which
that's against the law.
Talked about that before. I don't know
Probably
if you're
took a
allowed to do
picture of
that.
it.
Yeah. He just showed a photograph of his ballot where he had voted for Andrew Cuomo. Okay. Quick break. When we come back, we will have to get to the final dispatches, the stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for your Wednesday, we are going to be seeing a really beautiful day. Highs climbing into the low 80s, high of 82 degrees today in Orlando. It's going to be a breezy day, planned for gusts as high as around 25 to 30 miles per hour. Overall, though, as we head to the end of the week, temperatures will hold steady in the low 80s and we're looking mostly dry. As we head to the weekend, highs back in the mid to upper 70s, really beautiful morning lows in the 50s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Ready Whip. This is the sound of holiday happiness. Yeah, Ready Whip. Fun to use, fun to eat. You're not ready for the holidays without Ready Whip.
Folks, refresh your ride. It is Central Florida's International Auto Show, an amazing event that's going down this weekend, the 14th through the 17th at the Convention Center. You can get a close-up look at the hottest new cars, trucks, SUVs. You can test drive vehicles right at the show. This is the Central Florida International Auto Show, and you can get your ticket now at OrlandoAutoShow.com.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TRYREXMD.com.
Russ Rollins here for Life Imaging FLA. I believe in this company, man. I've known several of my friends that have gone to Life Imaging FLA, got that free heart scan, and found out they had heart disease. They had no clue, and it saved their lives. We've had several listeners that have told us the same story, and we've had several listeners that also got the cancer screening, found out they had stage 1 cancer, able to get it taken care of. This is a great thing to do for the holidays for the ones that you love. Make sure that you know that you don't have the heart disease. Make sure that you know that you don't have cancer by going to Life Imaging FLA. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a great value that could save your life, but also could give you great peace of mind for the holidays. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia. It's Life Imaging FLA. Pick up the cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and tell them Russ and the Monster sent you to Life Imaging FLA.
Jay, why is auto insurance so expensive? I need to get insured, but I need a better solution.
Vic, you should call Acceptance. Acceptance had better rates, better options, and better customer service than my previous company. Acceptance was just better. They did all the work comparing different plans and found me the best payment options that fit my budget.
Really? Do you have their number?
800-606-7049. 800-606-7049.
Why pay more? Acceptance Insurance has offices in your neighborhood, and one call to Acceptance could save you up to 30% on your car insurance. 800-606-7049. Let Acceptance work better for you. 800-606-7049. 800-606-7049. Acceptance Insurance. We shop, you save. Restrictions apply based on a Q1 2024 study of Acceptance Insurance customers who reported saving when they switched. License number L012994.
Proud to be a donation site for Toys for Tots.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Mommy, want to play a game with me and Dad?
Mommy's not feeling good.
You need to vaporize that cold.
Vaporize?
Yeah, with DayQuil VapoCool. It's DayQuil plus a rush of Vicks vapors.
Whoa.
Come on, honey. Let's let Mommy rest.
You guys are amazing. And so is DayQuil VapoCool.
DayQuil VapoCool, the vaporizing daytime coughing, aching, fever, power through your day medicine. And to vaporize sore throat pain, try Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
It's Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances. Plus, take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details while supplies last.
Divorce? Call Trinley & Kramer, TK Law. OneFirmForLife.com.
Real Radio 104.1.
No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
Didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And thank you for hanging out with us today. We do appreciate it. Thank you, Fritz, for being here.
Hey, it's an honor. It's a pleasure. I love you guys.
Always love having Fritz on.
On a week where we don't have Fritz, it feels like we don't have that pole in the middle that we're like, we made it through half the week.
Yeah.
It just feels even longer.
I feel like Pablo Escobar, where he's just hands behind his back looking at his empty swimming pool.
All right, let's see here. Let's do the final dispatches. Yes, that's right.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
We'll see. No, you're right, though. I mean, song guy, you're right about that today, actually. Let's do the final one. Let's go over to, here's Concrete Mike. Hello?
What's going on, News Junkie crew?
Hey.
Don't sleep on Creed, Sean.
Creed?
Me and my wife just took our kids and a friend to go see Creed and Three Doors Down at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. And Creed killed it, man. They did a really good job. I was questionable about how it was going to be, and I was impressed. So, yeah, go see it.
If I could find a decent deal on tickets, I'll definitely go. I was looking at the thing C-Lane's going to with the Ben Folds tickets, and I go, geez, some of these are like $150 to see Ben Folds, and sounds like a good time.
But you get to pelt them with paper airplanes.
That part's fun. That part's, I like that part, but it's just, it seems like all the tickets are so expensive. All right, the stories that did make the cut brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
That's right. You moving, you need to go with Cento Family Moving and Storage. They are the best. They took great care of all of my stuff. They wrapped it up nicely and delivered it and put it all where it's supposed to be. It made my home feel like home so much faster than it would have had we tried to tackle all that ourselves. Get a quote today at centomoving.com, CENTO moving.com.
A severed human head was discovered on a beach in Florida. Yes, that's right. Key Biscayne Beach, just south of Miami Beach.
Beautiful
They
beach.
said around 8:40 a.m., onlookers said, "What's that over there?" It's unclear whether the head belonged to a man or a woman. They're trying to figure out whose head this was. It's
I
obviously,
can't even tell that. That's not a great sign.
It's a very concerning thing to see, and they're investigating. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, Peanut the Squirrel. The owner of Peanut the Squirrel, R.I.P., says he's filing a very big lawsuit very soon to take down the authorities who stole his
I don't know. That's going to go well for him.
Yeah, he didn't really have a right to have that squirrel,
No, not
unfortunately,
at
for
all.
him. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. Today I Learned this show. Full House. That's right. Full House and Friends were both shot on the same exact stage. When Full House wrapped production, it was almost immediately redesigned to be the stage for Friends. So many other things, The Big Bang Theory, Mike and Molly, huge shows filmed all in the same spot. And here we go. Today I learned this guy right here. Steve Winwood. That's right, 360, Steve Winwood.
Nice.
He has a brother named Muff, which...
Muff Winwood?
Muff Winwood, who was also featured in the Spencer Davis group with him. Mervyn Muff Winwood, born the 15th of June, 1943. Good old Steve Winwood. Congrats on the nomination. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast